Doesn't Barenthome kind of sound like Baron's home, but said by somebody with a lisp?
What? Baron's salt? What?
What is Baron's salt?
Baron's home?
Ah. No, I see what you're saying.
I mean, it is a barony, so...
There's a bunch of baronies here.
No, I think that has no connection, to be honest.
We've never been able to ask what's up with Barenthome, since every time we tried to ask about Barenthome, the fucking magic wizards would go ape shit with PTSD. Magic PTSD.
Yeah, be like, hey, you guys...
First rule of Fight Club, don't talk about Barenthome.
The transmutation wizard fucking melted, became like an amorphous blob, started oozing out of the windows and shit, right? That's what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He went
They all
fucking
lost
crazy.
control of their magic when you discussed Barenthome around them.
I hate
It's as
when
if
you
they're
put it
being
like
affected by the Tower of Chaos.
Which one was it that just locked you guys out?
that. I think it was divination. They saw the question
Yeah.
come and just they closed the door before that.
yeah, exactly. That was exactly it. Yeah.
He knows better.
Can we ask a question and then they shut the door?
Yeah.
Didn't the one guy threaten to destroy us or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you come to my tower and ask about that place, I will destroy you.
I may have also been a warning.
That too.
I really wish I bought tasty stuff at BS.
Yeah, you wish you bought snacks?
Yeah, but I had ice.
That sounds like a snack.
Snakes.
Yeah, but I had it at like 3 p.m. and now I want something tasty.
Make drink?
Here, do you want this this Snickers ice cream bar?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Passes through camera. Next thing that comes out is a blunt.
I wanted ice cream.
I wanted ice cream. Mother. I want. Oh.
Alright. I'm ready to rumble.
You know, everybody ready?
As am
Here is playlist Alice together.
Is the thing up?
I do
Yeah.
have some questions to stall if we want to stall though.
Hell yeah. Let's stall a little bit. TJ's not even in yet. He's still playing
So-
Terraria.
If I were to pick like a plane, if I were gonna pick plane or shepherd, one of the things that I've been like looking at is that like there's not really clean and easy ways to like see like what creatures are from which planes. So can I just make Arborea the equivalent to it was one of the planes in Eberron.
I think what I did.
I think I do remember actually seeing, reading through those planes when I picked Plane or Shepherd.
Yeah, I think Count listed out some planes.
Is it the Planar Handbook that's in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also in the Planar
Yeah.
Handbook where you can take a look for the description of each of the planes, which I imagine is what you're already looking at.
Choose the plane of dust.
No.
There's nothing there.
Well, the one that
There's just
I
sadness. There's
the
only
one that I think
sadness.
I'm really interested in taking is the plane of positive energy, but also like I'm not really sure like if anything even exists on that plane.
Merlin did that, and I think we decided that you could do like angels and stuff because that's where they.
Yeah, I
reside.
picked that one
That's
too,
another bit.
and I turned
In-
into a solar
Yeah.
from them.
Oh
There's
yeah, that's
pretty much
broken as fuck.
There's
It's
much
pretty
just
good. Although I
angels and
did
stuff out
settle
there.
on not using some of its abilities.
Merlin, on the
Like,
other hand, did not.
Also, if you're going to the positive energy plane, you have to make sure not to get overhealing cancer. I'd like to recommend you
Oh, no, not
item
this
from a
again.
campaign, which
No,
is
you get
literally a
immune-
bracelet that has like spikes on the inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
so
I
the-
was
the
a planar
Planar
shepherd,
Planar
it
Shepherd
wouldn't
gets
matter.
immunity to the effect of the plane that they pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
but
they're attuned to
still,
The point
everyone
I'd like to
should
make
own that.
Yeah.
on the like what's it called? Like the angels, especially. That's one of the finer points that I'm like, I really don't know, like how to determine, because in the like book that the planar shepherd is from, in Eberron, they mention and point to Serenia, the azure sky, which is a neutral good plane which has all the angels, and they specifically say that like that's the only one that you can kind of get angels from. But when you go to the blocks for each of the angels, it's like environment, any plane that's like good aligned.
It might
so
be
like
just meaning that for like that specific setting.
Yeah, but like with Planar Shepherd particularly, we've actually had this like done twice already, so there's pretty good groundwork. It's literally just with counts planes that you have to go with, which tend to be a lot more powerful than like the ones limited in Eberron.
Yeah, because they're more important. But also, I posted the outsider list, and you can kind of just look there and see. It like lists all the outsiders, but it also lists some of them by chaotic, lawful, demon, devil, earth. You know, it lists them by the element under certain sections, so you can like sort of get a better idea.
I wonder if I'm gonna get copyrighted for this music.
Oh, you're gonna get fucked by this playlist. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
That's fine, honestly.
So
My last 4 videos have been copyright
Yeah.
claimed.
Oh yeah.
roll
This one might get your channel shut down.
smoked.
So long as I'm not making money off it, they don't shut my channel down, I don't think.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Okay. Alright.
Because they make the money. They just pay the artists themselves.
So if I like chose a chaotic good aligned plane, I just get all the outsiders that are good or chaotic.
It'd have to be chaotic good, so you know, like you couldn't get a fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
An
Exactly.
outsider that was lawful from good, or an outsider that was evil from
Well,
chaotic.
so you couldn't. So if you chose the chaotic good plane, right? You couldn't get lawful creatures because there would be no lawful creatures on the chaotic good plane. You'd have to pick either like
could you
neutral
get,
good
like-
or
Yeah, neutral good or chaotic good.
one step from it, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
But you couldn't choose. They'd have to be good. But they could. I would allow. Well, it'd be the chaotic. No, it'd be you'd have to pick ones that are both chaotic and good. That are chaotic good outsider, because that's the whole point of the planes, is that those things exist on those planes and not other stuff. And if
Which
you want
is-
the mixture, then they'd be somewhere else.
But something
Yeah.
like a solar is
Lawful
like just
good, right?
good, I thought.
It
Yeah,
just says
always
good.
good any. Good
Yeah, there you
any
go.
is what it
For
says.
Yeah,
sure.
good any. Then there you go.
I'm gonna be right back. Real
That said, my
At the
favorite
very least,
part
get a solar.
about the positive energy plane is there's no gravity there, there's no air there, and it gives you
Exactly.
field effect around the bubble. So you can choose where your gravity goes. So like Merlin literally just floated most of the time when having the bubble up, and just like desired to fly however fast because he moved himself within the plane.
So is
Solars
there-
do also get 150-foot fly speed.
Oh, I mean, if you use Planar Shepherd and I somehow live to play this character by the time I think it's like level 10 or something, I also get to assume the spell-like abilities of
Yeah,
the
it's a
things I
little
shift
good.
into. And
It's a little
Solar
good.
Has Wish.
That's why
So-
you just
Here's-
ignore
here's-
ignore Wish.
Just
do everything
You're
but
too
win.
much like
I'm
me.
not gonna do it.
Don't.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna drink the sauce.
I
mean,
need the
like,
Peter
that-
Griffin meme.
What I did is I did use the spell likes from Solar, except I didn't use Wish.
Yeah, Count has like basically said that Wish is not good. I had Wish, but I've never
Oh, I have stated that if you intend to use Wish, I will 100% linguistically fuck you.
Yeah,
Linguistically, fuck you.
don't try and use Wish. I mean,
Uh,
like, I guess if
It's
What about to
different if
duplicate
you-
spell effects?
I still don't think you should be. I'm gonna be clear. I will have you roll for like, will wish go wrong? Will wish make you not be able to cast anymore? You know, wish is unbelievably powerful. So if you want to use it to do that, that's fine. But I will do like use every optional bad rule for wish.
Also, it's like with Miracle, he like decides whether or not your god likes you. Like you have to consider all of that. So
because they're very clearly those spells are just too strong, and there's too many ways to get them that like allow you to infinitely do them. Especially since I don't make you guys do spell components most of the time.
I'm back.
It's the wish and miracle are just things that I heavily have to monitor.
Yeah, like I used Miracle once to talk to Satesh or whatever, but like Satesh had to be in a good mood. You rolled for him, and it was something that Satesh would have liked. It's not like I could just fucking, you know.
Yeah, I don't intend to actually use it. It's just like I was just saying.
But yeah,
like, ooh, I have
in general,
thing run down that everybody gets it when they ask. Like, you're not the first person to ask that for this class. So, just giving everybody the same rundown on the ruling for that.
I feel like, did Glitchy get Wish?
Yeah, that too.
She tried many years ago, 8 years ago, we had a friend who did Wish, and I feel like she was the type of person where she played a cleric, but she didn't prepare her spells, so Count would like say, oh, we're fighting this, and so she'd look up what their weakness was and then use that spell, and it would take her like 5 minutes, and so it was like, this is why Count puts random templates on all the monsters, because Glitchy used this.
I put thematically appropriate templates on my monsters, thank you.
Thematically.
The way she said that.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't intend to play like if I were to ever take on the Vulnerable Solar, no, I would probably use power words before Wish ever.
I feel like Wish is something that you could do once in a campaign and not screw
I'm
over.
not too okay. It depends on the usage of Wish and how it's being used. That's literally what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You just can't do.
Does
Wish
it make
every
sense
day.
to use Wish here? Yes, that's fine. Are you just using Wish to do something because you don't have any other way to do it? That's not. That's probably all right.
Is using Wish to do? But I always thought that if you use to duplicate spell effects, it's fine.
And I think
I
this
usually
one.
am all right with it, but also,
Yeah, well, not the cheesy ones, obviously, but like.
Yeah, exactly.
If you need to use mass heal in a pinch and you didn't have that prepared.
I think I basically said it was fine as long as you were casting like a spell of a lower level than Wish. You know, you weren't using Wish to cast like another 9th level spell you don't have access to, because that kind of defeats all of the purpose. If you
that's also what Wish says in its text.
Yeah, I know.
8th level
I know, but
spell.
yeah, exactly. But there's people who find ways to weasel around the wording, so I have to like state these things.
True. Anyway.
Looks at D&D 1 edition now that's like, you can just make you can alter any spell. And I know there has to be something in 3.5 that could do that in some hidden magazine that I have to be worried about.
Wait, what?
Why did they...
Yeah,
Count,
so
I'll
the
let
new
you know
edition,
the moment I
Andy,
find it.
the new edition of D&D, there is a create and alter spell. So you can take any spell you know and change it, and it becomes a new spell. And so you can just take, like, Wish.
Yeah, then you can alter that spell.
I don't think there's anything in 3.5. And I've read all
I
the
also don't
dungeon
think there's
magazines.
anything like that in 3.5.
Yeah, to be honest, I've done a lot of scrubbing of 3.5 magic classes. I haven't seen anything like it.
Yeah, but I'm scared that you're gonna find like a monster that you turn into. Because we already have a druid that turns into something to be able to be something else. So
You
I'm
should
like,
turn into time dragons. Those are
no
cool.
time dragons!
I'm a Jew and polymorphed as another man, polymorphed as another man.
There is no point at which he could turn into a time dragon because 1, he'd have to know about it, which is a no-go. 2, he'd have to have the requirements to be able to turn into it by like the hit dice.
I wish to be a time dragon.
Yeah. And
then it turns you into a clock-shaped dragon.
Exactly.
There's some really cool.
What if he turns into that kind of time dragon?
I thought it was really cool.
The last
pocket watch
time,
looked like a
the last
time
time we
watch.
talked about the time dragon, all right, somebody threatened to punch the creator, and then we looked up.
No.
That they had,
No.
yeah.
I think
I
I
him
think
to have a
I
car
think
accident. I
no.
believe, or something
Yeah,
along those
I'm
lines.
incriminating myself more here. Okay. I said something to the effect of like, I want to beat the creator of this to death or something like that.
He
And
died like
we
a
looked it
car
up, and they
crash,
died in a car accident.
Oh my god!
yeah. It was real bad. It was real bad.
I was fucking using divination on that shit.
That's
You can look it up. The person who made the time dragon for D&D 3.5 died in a car crash, and I do feel a little bad that I called that into being.
Why
However
did you
long
want
ago it
to punch
happened.
them to death?
The
Because
time
it's such a
dragon's just
stupid
ridiculous.
monster, dude. Who's gonna use that?
It's like CR 100 something.
It was
or 90
high
something.
power scaling for the sake of high power scaling.
Yeah.
It was
Like,
made
there
for
is-
fucking shitty power users on China the playground to figure out a way to beat it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Alright. So last time we left. Oh, actually, I actually grabbed a notebook. I actually wrote down notes for myself.
Oh shit.
DM them.
Yeah, I had to write. I actually wrote down characters for a change because I'll need them.
oh, you mean Foul, Poo, Aeon, and Lion?
What?
The satyrs?
Faunus, Pushan, Agosiris, and Letirius.
Yeah, I'm just calling them by their first names. What's up?
Falpu, Ajo, and Lytirius. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they're not the ones I need to think because they're just the same as Pe with a different name. So very easy to work with.
That's not good.
They're his brothers.
Well, no, whoever you're looking up.
Oh, well.
There's probably
I
a lot
have-
of wacky characters.
I've
in
got
Disparity.
their boss, and then their boss's
Oh.
boss, and then like all the upper management.
Well, there's one in Pathfinder too.
Of course, there's one in Pathfinder, Andy. Pathfinder is just D&D 3.5 with more numbers and less fun. Boy, howdy!
Pathfinder.
Yeah, well, when everybody's just stepping away from you constantly because they all have the mythic, like, oh, you hit me, sorry,
Mythic
I'm actually
spot
30 feet
dodge.
away, and there's nothing you can do about it. And you're a melee character, and that's every single combat
Hey, Cal,
for months.
I have a
It
suggestion.
sucks. Yeah.
Have you considered just getting a reach of 50 feet?
Oh boy, let me tell you, because guess what? You're gonna hit him again, and they're just gonna do another one because they've got infinite mythic points. Because it only costs one mythic point to do that. Lodge. And then, I just don't think every monster have an arcanist mythic ability. You know, not everything's a goddamn. All right, moving on. But yeah, last time you guys arrived in the city, and you were in like the little office space / tiny cafeteria area that this group works out of. And Pe introduced you to his siblings. And that's where we left off, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they were all hugging, everyone was cheering.
I don't know if I said something else at the end of the notes. Yeah.
I found a red stapler.
Uh-oh. But yeah, okay. So yeah, you get in there, Peg goes over and he like starts emptying like his box. They've got like a I forget what it's called, but it's like a big trolley that kind of you see it in like prison breakout movies, like full of clothes. One of those big
A hamper?
mine carts. Yeah, I don't know how to describe. I don't remember what it's called exactly. You
It's
see
a
one
hamper.
of those. Yeah, is it called a hamper? Okay. and he's just got one of those, and he starts like pulling things out of that box, like bags and like several burlap sacks. He like pulls out of this box, and then like unties them and just starts pouring shit into the hamper, and you just hear the clinking of like multiple small pieces of metal. Like it sounds like he's just pouring a bag of jewelry out into this hamper. And then, like, you know, he empties that one, he starts pouring, and again, and you look over, sure enough, he's just, like, pouring bags and bags of just random bits of jewelry. Of varying styles, origins, you know, they see stuff that looks like it's of Lajran design, and Guldenberg, and he's just pouring all this shit into, like, a hamper. And his brothers go back over to their desk. They're like filing out paperwork, and everybody just kind of goes back to work while you guys are sitting there at like one of the little cafeteria tables.
Do I smell any evil coming off any of that jewelry?
Oh yeah, certainly some of it is. Some of it
All
radiates good, some of it radiates evil. It's a mixture. It's like a
Yep,
wide
I'm gonna make
variety
the assessment that those are all magic items then. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be
Oh,
kind
yes.
of floored as I watch probably millions of gold of magic items be poured into a hamper.
Yeah, because it's like a variety of pieces. Like, you even recognize some of them as, like, very, like, you know, like, oh, that's a set of bracers of armor. It's a ring of invisibility. You know, you see things go in there. At one point, you see, like, a little iron flask come out of one of the burlap sacks that he's emptying, you know? There's all
Dude,
kinds
we're
of-
farming iron flasks now.
Yeah, and, you know, by the time he's done, this hamper, which is like 5 feet by 5 feet-ish, you know, it's just a pretty big cubic hamper, is about halfway full. And then he just starts like wheeling it away, and he's like, I'll be right back! As you just watch this little satyr wheel this hamper away down a hallway. And you just hear the, you know, the quiet sounds of people just writing on paper and just writing away very quietly, doing work, while you're all just awkwardly kind of sat there.
I'll grab some water from the watering jug and just
Yeah, there's like a
sip on it.
little water
Yeah,
cooler, and you
How
get
does
some
the
water.
interior of this place compare
Okay,
to other places we've been to?
Even compared to some of the other hallways and such that you walked through this sort of structure to get to, this place is very bland, very pale in comparison to, like, even the hallways had like blues and mosaics and all kinds of like little art pieces and whatnot built in. This room is very austere. It's kind of like a pale gray with just a white tiled floor. There's some pretty just bright white lights hanging from the ceiling, keeping everything kind of lit up. They got like little gray office stalls, and the table you're sort of sitting at is also just gray with like these sort of circular bar stool seats that are also gray. It's just a lot of gray in this. Besides like the white light and the white tile, everything else in here is pretty gray. If it's a piece of furniture or a wall. Even the water cooler has just like, you know, it's got like this glass thing on the top that holds the water, and then some like gray, stone-ish, weird material thing that's where you get the water out of. And it feels very depressing. This room does not feel like it's a fun place to be. One of the lights kind of flickers for a second, then goes back to bright white again. And eventually, after like 5 minutes of just kind of quietly and awkward around, Pat comes back with like the empty hamper, puts it back in like its spot. He's like, "Alright, so, what do you guys want to do? We could go get something to eat. I could take you on a tour of the barony. What do you want?
I am quite famished.
We can get you settled in. I've got an apartment set up.
I'm going for
don't
Food sounds good.
Food?
Food
All
sounds
right.
delightful.
Let's head on down to one of the cafeterias." And he just like starts walking away, his little hooves hitting the hard tile.
What do we see as we walk on down? Like, is this like a straight long hallway with like windows like peering into the sides, or like what's up?
He originally, so the little room you came from is sort of more towards the center of this sort of vessel, but he eventually leads you to one of the outer hallways, and sure enough, there's just like a giant glass wall here that you can look out over the icy fields, and you're just like got this sky-high view of just ice and all the distance. You can see the sort of icicles that stick up out of the ground, crackling with that green arcane energy that they absorb. Every once in a while, you'll see one like flicker and like shoot a little bolt of lightning at something that's flying down there that you can't really tell what it is. Some kind of bug creatures. The icicles seem to, like, if anything gets too close to them, to unleash this horribly green bolt of lightning at it and just kind of eviscerates whatever it is. So you see those flashes every once in a while as you're walking down the hallway.
Wait, these are the orc lightning crystals.
The orcs may have not developed that technology.
They stole it.
Yeah. This is a naturally occurring thing in the Frostburn book. That these icicles in this area just gather energy and then shoot out green light. I can't tell you why they do it, but it's just magical ice.
Something they do. I kind of assumed, like, these icicles are near this source of magic that's the Tower of Chaos is pulling in magic, and maybe some of that magic is getting sucked into the icicles
That's
too.
my reasoning for it in this setting, but in the book, this is just
Who fucking knows?
Icicles
Magic
do.
icicles.
Yeah, but that's exactly. There's a lot of weird magical stuff, and Pez like walking, and he's like giving you a little tour. He's like, so the ice, after we're done with the big law, all the ice is gonna melt. It's gonna be great. Right now, the boss says the ice is around mostly for keeping things. It's like a balancing force. There's so much in the air that we need the ground to be not as, to be really cold. I don't really understand it, but it does something. But that's why everything's all icy around here. And why the other stuff a little bit farther away isn't as icy anymore, because when we moved, there wasn't as much stuff around anymore. So some of the ice melted. Boss didn't need it. And he's just mumbling and like giving you just a lot of inane facts about like the area. None of it's particularly interesting. The things that you kind of remember from him talking are the weird icicles shooting lightning, the fact that once they're done with their work, the ice is gonna thaw out. He says like after the ice thaws out, it's gonna get pretty dry here for a while. And then it should eventually settle out. So we're gonna have a lot of weird weather here in a year or so's time, I think.
What about the rest of the world?
I don't think everywhere else is really gonna be bothered. We've done a lot of work to try and keep everything, all the not so great stuff, around here. Because apparently the tower is like a real. It itself isn't super chaotic, but what it does causes chaos around it till like it's done, and then it kind of like, everybody calls the tower chaos because everything's chaotic around here, but that's because everything's getting rewritten and changed, and the rules are different, and so there's like our rules that are conflicting with everybody else's rules, but when the boss is done, everybody's rules will be the same rules for the magic, so it'll work better.
So it's more like the Tower of Order, but like a different order.
Yeah.
So
this
then,
one,
What about the tower? Like after this is done, will the tower still be like have energy in it?
Hey, it can do other stuff, but that's like So the way we were taught in school was that it's kind of like a big magic wand. And you can kind of like cast big spells from it, but there's not a lot of people that can cast spells big enough for it to really matter, right? And the boss is kind of like the only
That's
one
why his
of us.
spellcraft is so high.
Yeah. The boss
Out
is
of
able to,
character.
Out of character. Yeah, that is exactly why he has such high spellcraft. Because he literally that's literally what he does, is he crafts spells.
So what you're saying is,
That's his whole goal.
someone of equal spellcraft power.
No, not perfect spell. Don't give him a tower. Don't give him a tower.
Perfect Spell can't use the tower. Perfect Spell it works for the mother, and he may have unknowingly caused himself some
Oh
issues
yeah,
by
no,
doing that.
now that I'm realizing it, this is probably an area in which gods are not allowed to come.
Yep. There's a
What if
reason
the
why the
godless
gods
zone?
don't. There's a reason why the gods don't interfere, because he's literally fucked up the magic, and gods are just beings of magic, like entities of magic. That's why they're so powerful.
That's
don't
right. They're supposed to be representative of the elements, like the lords and ladies are,
Yeah.
except they're like
Cognitive.
man's version of them.
Yeah, they have a
So if
they're
the
not
elements
just-
are being
yeah.
disrupted,
They
it
have
was
no
the same
power.
thing with the elemental beasts. They can't
Yeah.
go near the elemental beasts or they'll get fucking destroyed.
Yeah. So, and that's the boss's goal. He's gonna rewrite it all so the gods can't fuck around with us as much. Because boy howdy, is it real tedious being in the middle of all their little bickering. You see it everywhere you go. All these clerics running around, all these wizards running around, getting all these crazy stuff that they really shouldn't have. Just any random guy in a cave can become either, the champion of a god or the most powerful wizard in the world. And so that's what the boss is going to make not happen. You'll have to, have people who support you for you to be able to have any kind of power. And then the gods...
So it's like a
they'll still be able to-
democracy for magic?
Kind of, yeah. But also, the gods will still always be able to poke and intervene and do stuff, but at least they'll be more minimized with it. And wizards will have to, actually help people, or at least, convince people to believe, to trust them and shit. You'll have to actually try and be beneficial is the goal. Obviously there's going to be people who abuse the system. We're not stupid. Somebody will figure it out. There'll be like a cult leader or some... Oh man, yeah, there was this crazy guy on a ship. He'd probably still do pretty good in this system. Even though, what we're setting up here. Because he had this cult. The cult leaders will still probably do alright. But it'll be less random people. Okay, we'll still have to deal with crazy
So then-
cult leaders.
What would happen to adventurers like us? We don't really have a lot of people that back us since we just run around everywhere.
Yeah, you do.
But
We
what?
have... I don't mean to be self-centered here, but we have saved people's lives. I don't think they've forgotten about us.
But I guess.
I mean, when somebody saves your life, you kind of remember that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm just not understanding how this works.
Well, also, besides, you may not be as well, but it's, think about it, you still hold a pretty decent position with a skill, so any of this, people may not recognize you, but they would recognize the Seekers, and you're one of the, trusted members of the Secret Guild, so people can look at you and go, if you've got your little Seekers emblems on, people will be able to look at you and go, oh, hey, that's a Seekers Guild.
Now, all of this is based around rings, right? And you have to have specific power rings in order to do all this.
Well, it's kind of, but they're not just random rings. It's a little bit of magic.
Well, I was
rings,
going to ask, what would stop somebody from killing somebody who is well-liked and all that, and stealing their ring?
It won't work for them because it's not their ring.
Okay.
It's not. This is again, this is one of the problems that we're working to solve.
So is
right?
it
That you
bound to your person or bound to your soul?
to you, the entity that is you. So there are still instances where that could be abused, right? Mind control. Somebody's mind controlling somebody. That's pretty bad, but also you'd have to be pretty strong to mind control.
Well, yeah, to mind control
somebody
somebody in the first place, you'd have to be kind of high up in the first place.
And
Although,
obviously there are
what
things
if-
we can't
what if
interfere
powerful
with,
people do?
magical creatures.
Like
Magic people do what?
if powerful people believe in other powerful people, does that make that person that they believe in even more stronger? Or just as equally
Well,
strong
yeah.
as if it was just a normal person believing in a power?
It doesn't. It's not like an instant power-up system, right? it's kind of like a quantity thing, not necessarily a quality. Right? So like if my boss hires somebody for a job, he's more powerful than us, right? But the person he's hiring for a job isn't more powerful. He still trusts that person. But it doesn't instantly raise them up to his level by him trusting.
No. But I was more thinking, if you are already powerful enough, couldn't you just enchant everyone around you to be giving you their power?
Yeah.
And then you can just continue to feedback loop that until you control the whole world.
I think the idea is that at the very least, if you minimize it to a certain few figures gaming the system, you can always just kill those people.
Exactly.
But I mean,
just think about that. If somebody's going around enchanting a bunch of people, if a bunch of people go, if someone people who are powerful can already do that, they may already be doing it.
They probably are.
There's probably plenty of people who are sitting around just enchanting, right? I mean, like what? You can just go to Wilfred's and buy a scroll of enchant person, and any slob who can cast that spell could do it. You know? I mean, just the Republic. Oh my goodness, the amount of spells that they are throwing around randomly is a pain in the ass, and they've gotten so much better at it in years.
I don't know. I'm decidedly neutral on this. This seems
That's fair. Yeah.
I think this is not a bad idea, in my opinion.
But like, I thought the whole thing was supposed to be balanced. What's all the chaos doing now after this? Like, don't you think there's going to be some kind of like a pretty big backlash as pretty much all chaos is removed from the system?
I mean, already right now there's an entity, a god that's working on that kind of stuff. You know, that there's already a god of balance who's having to deal with chaos and whatnot. And we're not removing all the chaos from the system. We're just changing how the system grants its power, right? And also, there's plenty of chaos in the universe. It's a lot harder to find a bit of order than it is to find some chaos.
I don't
Order
think
is much more unbalanced.
necessarily stopping people from casting spells as easily as getting rid of chaos. To the extent that it's totally eliminating it from the system.
Because in fact, more people will be able to spellcast after the new system than before the new system. Because now you either have to, go to a wizard and get taught wizardry, and then devote years to that, or be born with magic in your blood, or make a deal with some kind of person who can already use magic to then be allowed to use some of their magic.
Do we have to keep the whole being born with magic in your blood thing? Like,
well, that can't change.
Seems like it's the same title in bloodlines, don't you think?
Yeah, but we can't really change that. We can't change people's blood.
Yeah, that feels like a product of nature.
Right? Exactly. That's the thing. We're not gonna change anything nature-wise. They'll still be like blink hounds. They're gonna be able to blink around, teleport. Bye, Andy.
No, Discord stopped playing sound for me.
Oof.
So I could play sound on here, but Discord wouldn't. I couldn't hear Discord.
Oh, you couldn't hear Discord. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Also, I have a question. There's a god of balance?
Yeah. There's a god of a lot of things. If you can think of it, there's a god that has it in their portfolio. Like a god of shoes,
There's a god of chai.
I told you, if you can think of that, there's a god for it. So yes, there's your answer.
Oh.
Anyway.
Fascinating.
I'm decidedly neutral. I'm not. Alright.
Look, I don't particularly agree with this, but at the same time, I can't come up with a viable argument against it.
That's pretty much what
who asks, Vil? I think that this plane is allowed to make their own decisions, and I can just leave.
Also, it won't affect people who like creatures that have magic, so dragons, still just do their thing, and all the natural magical creatures will be able to do stuff.
It just seems like you have such a big opportunity here to just eliminate suffering from the world.
How?
I don't know.
What? What are we gonna do? Walk up to Lajra and be like, "Hey, you should be nicer to your slaves," and then she's just gonna raise a volcano on us?
Well,
That sounds about right for her.
Man, it's a real shame that she just has unlimited magical powers.
yeah,
Would she be affected by this?
Yeah, but she also is the ruler of a city, so it's not gonna be as big of a detriment to her because she already has a giant cult.
Yeah, I think that one's probably doomed from the start.
That's the thing, right? Is that like we're not trying to change what's already here. That's not gonna
Trying
happen. You
to
can't really
stop a new...
Exactly. This won't, powerful wizards are still gonna be powerful after this. They've already made a
Just
name
don't want
for
the world to get
themselves.
any worse.
Yeah.
Like that
Which is a completely fair goal.
that one perfect spell guy whose name is
Yeah, let me tell you, that could have been stopped real early on if he just had,
What about perfect
some
spell?
basic rules. If there were just some basic rules for his magic casting, probably would have had a lot less dead animals in the woods.
So apparently people could just say his name, and then like he's got that whole weird name thing going on where people say.
Oh
his name,
yeah,
like, cast
the
spells
dude
out,
was
so I-
such a powerful wizard that the way he proved it to people was by going out into the woods and knifing bears.
Why would he do
That's
that?
really messed
That
up.
sounds like a
As
dick
he
move.
hears this, like
Look, I look up to the guy,
Monsoon,
but
not even like an intentionally like fidgets
Oh.
his fidgets Yogi's little statuette. And he's like, well, that sounds horrible.
Oh yeah, we didn't even learn about it until one of the bears that he stabbed came back because he felt bad, so he made it a body or something like that.
That-
It was a wild time.
That's very convoluted.
I wholeheartedly support your goal.
Well, that's why I brought you on, Less bear stabbing in the world. We're almost to the cafeteria. And sure
Although
enough,
I
you get
don't know how hypocritical it is, considering you did say it wouldn't affect me.
Well, I mean, you're a dragon.
I won't
It's
think
true,
about
you're a
it.
dragon. Yeah, listen. There are some benefits to being magical by birth, and we can't change those without changing nature, and that's not really what the boss is trying to do. Magic isn't natural to begin with, so he's trying not to, change the things that are been caused because of it.
It
but
just seems
stop
like it's
music
going to be
happening.
like solidifying the ruling class a little bit.
Okay, how do you propose to remove
Now,
Era to the
I
Lich
will
Queen?
say, the commoners can cast spells under this system.
That is correct. Even the lowest ranking person will be able to do basic cantrips.
If one person can cast a fireball, it doesn't matter if 1,000 people can cast firebolt.
Yeah, I guess if
Now,
everyone has a sword, then no one has a sword, kind of thing.
You will have to still learn. You'll have the capability to cast things. I don't think the ring imparts any knowledge onto you immediately. It just gives you the capability. So even people who are born without unable, because there are people who are born who just can't do magic no matter what they do. This will allow even them to do basic cantrips if they learn them. The correct incantations, the same ones that wizards have to learn, because that stays the same pretty much from this. It just means that anyone could cast a cantrip. So yes,
It's an
if
equal
somebody
opportunity.
yeah, exactly.
Even the playing field.
We figured things, just everybody having access to something like prestidigitation is infinitely useful, right? People being able to, even the poorest person can make their gruel taste a little bit better.
that is handy.
I have a question real quick.
Yes.
How does this affect? Will this only affect the arcane schools, or what about the other
No.
schools?
So, Divine Casters, it'll just limit how many clerics the gods can shove around on the world, right? Because right now, they can just convert an entire city into being their servant, and give them all the ability to cast magic.
So they're gonna have
Make
to be
them
more
all
picky.
undead because of that.
Yeah, exactly. They have to be a little bit more picky with their servants. Because they'll only be able to slip in a certain amount of their magic into the world, because it's going to be more balanced, right? And the more that they do, it opens, so if they put a bunch of stuff in, right, it opens up more space for their adversaries to do the same. Because it has to kind of weigh itself out.
Have you seen a gray cat? A gray stuffed animal cat?
I've not seen a good cat.
So if a good god, makes a bunch of servants, then an evil god could also do the same, and it would sort of push back on the good god, and they sort of like, for example, Satesh, if he makes 20 servants, then it would allow some other, like Bahamut, to make 20. But then by doing that, they're both sort of limiting themselves as well. Like they're pulling at each other's power constantly. We're more of making the gods have to oppose each other, like actually, like their power empowers their enemies, so they have to be more. They can't just keep pumping more in.
They can't keep trying to have proxy wars.
Yeah,
with our people.
Exactly.
I appreciate that. That's almost noble.
It's not the main goal, and it was a fun side effect that was discovered in the crafting process. But it's a good one. We liked that one because the main goal was just to kind of stop the gods from doing stuff. Because let me tell you, they've been sending down some real nasty people. The Underdark got hit real hard in the last few decades, like real bad.
What happened with the Underdark?
Well, the entire Drow civilization collapsed, and they've turned into snake people now. It's real weird.
What?
Oh,
I'm sure they get the point. I'm sure it's fine.
Did they become snake people?
Did they deserve that?
Well, something happened with their god, and another god was like, "Hey, how's it going? Heard you had a bad time, and you were spider people. How about being snake people now?" And he kind of slithered his way in. And so now there's a god who's got like 4 names going on. He's from a lot of different places and a lot of different religions.
It's Satesh, isn't it? It's the snake.
What? No.
Right, whatever. I mean, either way, I built my strength mostly personally. I guess I'm a Paladin Crusader, but
a god is still empowering you, but it won't affect that. You're already still one of they're chosen, so they probably won't unchoose you. They'd be pretty weird. They don't usually do that.
Yeah, I bet you I'm pretty cool with probably the Dawnfather. Still not certain if that's the power that's been granted. Since I had it before the Dawnfather. Although I don't know if powers work like with how time flows. Anyway, what's on the menu today? Is there pot pies? I love pot pies.
You look up and it's meatball subs.
Fuck.
And sweet potato fries.
Fuck!
I haven't had a good meatball sub.
I hate sweet potato fries.
Oh, speaking of meatball subs and sweet potato fries, it's completely unrelated. But hey, Al.
What the fuck did I do?
Oh,
yes.
Alan, well, they basically just found out that, wow. I've forgotten the Drow goddess's name. You know who. The one you wrote the name down to get, yeah, Lol. Since you guys did the whole get rid of Lol thing and killed the Drow, they've been replaced down there by, Satesh. And the Drow are no longer spider people, but...
I have to ask...
Satesh is fucking Baskin in this world, by the way.
I didn't hear you.
Satesh has replaced Lolth, and there's now snake people instead of spider people.
God, that just made Satesh more powerful.
For you, Count. Did you do this before knowing the Pathfinder 2E's replacing
Satesh was replaced. Yeah, the Satesh thing, yes. But the snake people was just the best thing ever for me to have happen.
Fair.
Okay. That's it for me. Yeah, I gotta go.
Bye.
Have fun driving people around.
Yep.
And look at her, she's just like, woo, snakes! But yeah. Yeah, so, meatball subs, sweet potato fries, and then they have what they're describing as lemonade. You've never had lemonade before, but that's what they're saying it is.
Neat.
What's lemonade, man?
Lemon juice and sugar.
Seems weird.
Sounds unhealthy.
It's awful for you. We have great health
juice is really sour.
Well, just give it a taste. You'll probably like it.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's just
They don't put
It's okay,
any
guys.
water in
We're
it
level
either.
9 Gestalt adventurers. We burn that off.
It is just lemon juice and sugar. They haven't perfected it yet, so it's very, very, very sour still.
Hey, once this ice melts, fields of corn. Fields of corn. Just corn syrup as far as the eye can see.
Oh
But
no,
yeah,
Make it work.
you're becoming Kansas.
Can I get like some water? I'll brew everyone some tea.
I think you probably shouldn't do any cooking in the cafeteria. The ladies won't be fans of that. And like, sure enough, besides the fact that pretty much every being that's in this area is a fae, not included, you guys excluded, everybody else that you've seen here is some kind of fae. Behind, like, the little cafeteria thing are just a bunch of just short blue women who are all doing the cooking.
Why are they blue?
They're ice fae.
Just
Well,
ask
they're
people-
related to ice.
Frick,
Well, no, it's fine.
ask people
Listen.
why they're blue.
Well, listen, Gregorius, you're old. Feel free to ask me any questions. I'll explain to you non-judgmentally. I get it. There's a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds here, and I'm happy to explain. Where you come from, you're mostly humans. I get it. You're not used to seeing people of different races. It's fine. Just don't, oh man, I should get, listen, you're gonna see, all kinds of weird stuff, like things that just look like a deer walking down the hallway. Don't be rude, that deer is a person. It is not just a deer.
Wait, does the deer walk on all fours too?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Some weird.
He makes people uncomfortable when he only walks on two legs.
It's not the same deer kind of things that attacked us earlier, is it?
No, those are Wendigos. Those are bad.
Okay.
Those aren't, we don't, listen, those aren't allowed in the city.
I've
Okay.
seen a lot of things in my life, and those things are some of the scariest.
Those are from people that eat, other people.
What?
That is what happens when a conscious person makes the choice to eat another
That's really weird.
I heard the
That's
lizard
fucking
folk do
insane.
that.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
How does
You
that even
know they're-
happen?
Campfires make rainbow smoke and very...
Why?
How?
I don't know.
That's okay then.
But if you see rainbow smoke, don't go towards it.
Will do. Also, the moment he says they're like ice fae, Gregorius is like, nope. He's just backing up.
Yeah.
Is-
Yeah.
I am way too weak to ice to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, you eat, and then, he like comes back. He like, I'll be right back, and he goes off, he comes back, and he just brought like 2 pies over. And he just throws them down on the table. He's like, alright, we got a cherry pie, and this one, I don't know what this one is. I just grabbed 2 pies.
See, this is somewhat like I'm talking about, except that there's usually meat in them.
It might be meat. I don't know. We'll have to see. AKA, whenever, if somebody eats a slice of that, I'm rolling to see what random pie on my pie chart.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
leave one.
Random pie
Yes,
chart.
have
I
a
love
pie
it.
chart, yes.
I'm on apple pie.
Come on, apple pie.
Oh. Of course, I immediately accidentally. Alright, so we got a D10. Who wants to roll it?
I'll do it.
We have the dice tray out.
Sorry, also,
Oh,
this reminds me of that single fucking video.
The one where the monkey's swimming?
No.
Seven.
7.
Nice.
So is Duncan the first one to take a slice of this pie?
Good morning.
Yes.
Alright, Duncan, you cut into that pie and you immediately feel like the magic course over you from this pie, +1 permanently to your strength.
Oh, neat.
That's just what
Holy
you rolled.
shit.
You rolled a strength pie.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
Do we all have to roll for pie, or do we all get the same pie?
No, you don't. Nobody else gets the benefit. But it's just he opens up and it's like a meat and potatoes pie.
Ah, I knew it. It's a pot pie.
What was the first pie?
Cherry.
Cherry. Okay.
Now, this is the. Let me just. This is
Don't
the
get one in a pot pie. He got on a pot pie.
I rolled for the downside of the pie because I literally have a magic pie thing. Well, no, you rolled for the down. You didn't. Sorry, I didn't roll.
Do I need to roll for it?
You roll for. Let me show you. I'm just gonna post it in voice. Number 7 for downside because I just used the same number for both. Is so your pie on your plate is just like vibrating.
See, it's still warm and fresh.
It's moving on its own.
This is delicious.
Alright, yeah.
I think I'll stick with the cherry one.
Yes, Andy, you can roll for sandwiches, Andy.
Sandwich roll.
So, Andy, you don't feel well, so I'll bring the roller to you. Give me a second. Andy's here, but she's in the living room just laying down. I'll be right back. Alright, Andy.
Fair enough.
Oh, in the meantime, this is the video I was thinking of.
Oh.
Good morning.
Life could be dreams if I could take you up in paradise up above.
Wow, this is just reminding me of Fallout.
Mediocre sandwich of 39. I can't hear you, Andy, because I don't have my headphones set to let me hear. I'll change that.
You think I have nuclear reactors yet?
No, they do not have nuclear reactors.
Whew. Alright.
They don't focus on like actual tech. Pickles and turkey sandwich. Wow, that's very different. So she gets that, and you all look at her weird. You all look at her sandwich a little weird, especially since the only thing on the menu was a meatball sub, and she somehow Sally the backpack got pickles and turkey.
Huh.
Can I roll for how good the meatball sub is?
Yes, go ahead and roll those 2d10 for me.
Oh wait, those are 20s.
Well, go ahead and roll the 2d10. Because 124 is a little bit high on the...
A little bit.
That's a really good sandwich.
Yeah.
That's a good-ass sandwich, man.
73?
73? It's a real good sandwich. Yeah, they actually like toasted the bread properly, and the meatballs aren't just plain beef. They're like mixture, and they got some spices thrown in. They actually did it right.
Can I grab a piece of pie?
Yeah.
It's what, 2d10?
No, the pie is the magical effects of the pie were determined by the first person who got a slice, and Duncan got the first slice, and so he got a +1 strength, but the pie was quivering in anticipation of being eaten. So it was a weird pie.
It's time for my
that's like a sentient pie.
So if you want, basically, the sandwich roll is just a tradition that they do where every time they go somewhere, they roll two. So that's just what the 2d10 is.
Do I get the +1 for strength though?
Nope, only
if I
Duncan
eat the pie?
did.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because he was the first one to be cut into it.
Gotcha. You know what? Fuck it. I'll roll for sandwich.
Alice got an absolutely average sandwich.
I ain't far behind them on that.
With a straight
sandwich, you know.
96.
Oh, that's a
this
good
is
sandwich.
The pinnacle of meatball subs.
That's a good sandwich.
Like as you're eating it, you look up, and one of the women in the cafeteria looks at you and gives you a little wink. And then you notice on the bread, it's just got her name spelt out in rice in the sesame seeds and stuff.
Dude.
Don't. They're Faye. They're Faye. Don't do it, my friend.
The whisk
got the riz.
Blushes.
Oh man.
Is that racist?
Isn't it a little weird that we have
What? They're Faye.
different qualities of food?
It's calling them their fae, and you shouldn't romantically get into a relationship with a fae.
The quality,
is that racist?
The quality of your food is determined by how much they like you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit biased, but it's alright.
Yeah, just a second. I had like looking to see if I can find photo. Oh, that's what it's called. I always have trouble remembering.
But also, Tipper, the energy you had going, like Walter White banging on the car window. No, don't. The Ice Lady Griffey is too cold. No.
You're gonna regret it, buddy.
Let me just here we go. Like, also the Virago is what they call. They like are incredibly powerful, beautiful fae. Like this is their base. This is their art.
Actual fucking Elden Ring moment.
Yeah. Monster Mania 5. That's why I always have trouble finding.
Yeah, I have to test the willpower on that one, Chief. Makes sense. They want to go after an angel, but you know.
Hey, they're both immortal. It's kosher. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, that's your sandwiches, and after you turn in your like little trays. Pez like, all right, well then I guess we should head back up and get to work.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, I'm all philosophy down, honestly. You know, do what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm ready to just.
They're always happy to. Always, you know, I can always ask questions. You know, happy to answer things. So yeah. And he just begins to walk back down the hallway. Let me where did I
roll for encounters?
Actually, that is one of the things we have to do. I need Puppet to roll a D100 for me.
Oh no! Give me one moment.
Actual encounter roll in a spaceship.
Oh, that's not the right one, but that'll be fine. This wasn't what I was trying to spawn in, but it'll.
Stuff load. Oh, jeez.
Don't worry about it. I spawned in a lot of stuff by only need.
Okay.
Oh, it's like Tetris.
Oh, 82.
82. Let me check and see what I've got marked down for it. I think it changed last time since they've had less successes. Nope, you're still good, Puppet.
Okay.
They haven't found you yet. Lucky you.
Next, lightning, electricity symbol. What is that?
This is the Tetris.
Oh.
It's Tetris.
I was going to joke about getting a rolling for hallway encounters to see who we walk by.
You can do that. Go for it.
Cool. I want to see if we can run to the weird deer.
Oh shit.
Weird.
70.
70.
You do not encounter the weird deer. But now I need people to make a perception check. Just everyone. At disadvantage.
Spot, right?
Yeah, spot. Or but when I say perception, I'm basically saying use whatever of the sense ones you want to do. So you can do, you know, there's some people have smell, some listening, some spot. There's a bunch of them.
I don't actually have anything for smell checks. It's just the thing that happens, but
You don't smell any evil. Well, I mean, you smell like random magic evils, but there's nothing particularly super evil around.
Yeah.
I got a 29.
I'll go against the grain. I'll do a listen.
16 for spot.
Alrighty.
I got a.
It's a disadvantage,
32.
Brett, so roll a second one.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing you're trying to notice here is very well hidden.
My listen is 32.
That's a 21.
32.
No, 23.
Okay. How many people got above 30? Oh, Andy wants me to. Andy, I can't roll your stuff for you. As funny as you think it is. She has plus 12 apparently. Alright, she got a 14. Oh, you don't have a dice rolling bot. Because I have never bothered to figure out how to do it.
Oh, I just invite him to the server. It's pretty easy.
I rolled it for you, Andy. You got 14. So don't worry, you didn't roll, but you rolled a 2. So. Rolls off to the side. So, okay, now that I finished rolling Andy's stuff for her, who got above a 30?
Nope.
I did. Listen check.
Just Houston with a listen check. Houston, there's a lot more footsteps. Like, they're very faint, these footsteps. But it sounds like there's like a whole other group in this room with you. But you don't see any of them. But you can hear the sound of like 10 pairs of very quietly moving, very purposefully moving footsteps.
Guys,
and
I
they're
think
kind of like all along the edges of these hallways.
Guys, I think I hear something. This sounds like there's more footsteps in here. Does anyone have any like true sight? I'll point to like the edge of the room and I'll be like, I think there might be things there.
I do, but I don't think I can cast magic right now, so.
This is my form of true sight as I walk to the edge.
Alright.
And just stand.
Just a second. I need to.
You're gonna shoulder check this kid that's just trying to get by?
Fuck. Yeah, a 3 isn't gonna get them anything. No matter what modifier I get to that. You slam into somebody. But they are like, they feel like they're as hard as like metal. And they are the same height as you. You see that, oh! Son of a bitch. And now I need everybody to roll initiative. And you'll see. Duncan may have just found Duncan doing that may have actually. You'll see.
We are
surprise round, surely.
It's no surprise because you like guessed somebody was there. They knew you were there for sure. They were just trying to avoid you guys because they were stealthing around, sneaking in places they're not supposed to. And you guys may have caught them.
Uh-oh.
Straight to the fucking gulag.
Nat fucking 20, baby.
Duncan may have just intercepted a Republic infiltration squad.
I just want to say...
Oh my god.
I just want to say, Allard never held any respect for the Republic. Those fuckers are getting fucked.
So, as
we catch him.
After you've like slammed in this guy, you immediately notice he's like on the ground, and he no longer, you can see him clearly now that he's on the ground because his skin was like changing color to match the wall. He had like active, like a chameleon kind of camouflage, and this thing stands up, and it is a strange, very obviously not human, kind of like, it looks like some strange warforged mixed with like the elementals you've seen in the past.
What the fuck?
But instead of like hands, it has like the standard humanoid shape, but instead of hands, you see these two blackish negative energy sort of blades come out of its hand. And I'll now post.
Guys, I have negative energy immunity.
I know.
Holy shit.
Should we have
it's a hit
taken like
Holy
essentially
fucking
the
shit.
like a long rest before this?
Duncan,
Are we all stoned?
We were traveling.
You guys have rested, yes.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay,
rested,
just
yeah.
Duncan just actually Giga Chad sidestepped, bumped into the building.
Yeah, you literally just like slammed that guy into the ground. And
Oh, it was like pow, baby.
He's like, I hear
Not
something in
pow,
the hole.
L-dot.
Oh, you do. It's in the corner, huh? Just stand. Poof.
Wham!
Slam a jam.
Yeah, but like by default, they all have like these blackish blades come out. Black, purplish, negative looking blades. Because most things, they default to negative immediately because most things take damage.
How do what's the word? Warforged get affected? I know in 5e it doesn't matter, but how
They're
do
not
Warforged get affected by
Warforged.
anti-magic?
They look like Warforged.
They look like Warforged, but they're very clearly not Warforged. These are golems of some kind.
Maybe that's a better thing. Maybe I should just
Anti-magic
anti-magic.
doesn't really affect them because they're immune to magical magic.
Where's the turn track?
Golems are like very immune to magic. I haven't spawned
think
it yet,
it's there
Andy,
yet.
because I was too busy getting other things.
Okay.
I just you gotta roll first anyways. So.
I did. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh well, you
Well,
know.
what's the sum of that check?
Yeah, and
22.
What's going on with their faces?
They don't have. They, like I said, they kind of have a mixture between like a golem or a warforged with just like an elemental. It looks like, you know, it's yeah. Bring out the little bag.
I think I scuffed my zoom somehow.
Hit
Press space.
Yep.
Oh,
And
what?
that'll fix it. It's a weird. Yeah. Don't know what's up with that. It's weird. But that's how you fix it.
Seem like we're living in a memory. That's my echo, my shadow, and me. We three, we ain't no crowd. Fact is, we ain't even company. That's my echo, my shadow, and me. You know, I've been wondering, what good is the moonlight? That silvery moonlight that shines way, way up above. Here I walk with my shadow.
I need to teach you an Alice.
But where is
I
the
didn't realize it was pulled up.
Yep. Also, I'll need my my cards at some point.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I have to name the group because they're obviously there's a lot of them. So.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of little boys.
Also, Alice, can you please stop rolling below me?
I can't help that.
What do you mean you can't? I have a -7.
How do you have a -7?
I rolled bad.
I purposely took in flaws to get lower initiative because I benefit from going last.
Yeah.
That's.
It's pretty funny. Yeah.
Uh.
He like purposely has tried to be last and it fails because other people just roll badly.
Yeah, because everyone who's above me, if I use one of my abilities, they get to act again on that same turn. But Agnes benefits the most from it and keeps on rolling below me.
I just keep getting dog shit rolls. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you need to get not as dog shit rolls. Slightly less dog shit.
We're gonna fucking ace these guys. They're done.
Yeah, good luck,
Honestly, I hate the fucking Republic. I hate wizards.
Come on. Not all wizards. Not all wizards.
How
Yes,
do we
all
feel?
wizard.
What do you mean?
How do we feel?
Perfect Spell only started being a good guy when he turned into a fucking angel. Think about that. It took becoming half a cleric for him to stop being such a fucking asshole. Yes, all wizards.
How do we feel about turning
God,
one of these
there's-
to stone?
They can't.
Too far?
They can't.
I don't know if we can.
There's no such
turn
thing as too far for these guys.
Golems have an
They're also
extraordinary
magic.
ability in 3.5 called immunity to magic. It is immune to any spell or spell-like ability that allows spell resistance. So if you have something that has, and it says,
Irays aren't.
spell, they are spell-like ability.
I wouldn't be able to assume them if they were, right?
What? Let me.
I think having eye rays is extraordinary, but the eye rays themselves are spell-like.
Yeah.
But who knows? Anyway,
I'll look at it.
what pay Pain
Yeah, anyway.
and or Kaiwan?
Let me just look. They feel like spell-like, but are written as supernatural for beholders.
And things that are immune to magic are still immune to supernatural, I thought.
I believe you're right.
Because in an anti-magic zone, supernatural abilities don't work. Extraordinary.
Yeah, so it allows you to be able to turn into them and use them, but they're still, like, spell stuff for the purposes of immunity and whatnot.
Okay, let me.
So it's time to turn into a big thing that just slams them against the ground until they die.
Basically, if one of your eye rays allows spell resistance, then it would be affected by them. If it doesn't allow spell resistance, then it's not affected by this.
Yeah, I'll just
we treat it the same way.
A pyroclastic dragon, death beam. Good
How
luck.
tall is this roof?
Save or
So this room is 10 feet tall. Well, yeah, it's 10 feet tall, and then each one of these squares is 10 feet by 10 feet, so the measurements are still correct for the purposes of this. But the room is only 10 feet tall, and like everything along this like corner side is glass. Well, on this corner, sorry. So everything on this to your character's right is like a glass wall. That's like you're like going down that same hallway that you were getting the tour before. That's like that glassed edge that looks out, and they were kind of sneaking along that hallway on the other side, because most people would be looking out the glass, and not be looking at the plain wall. And also keep something you may want to keep it that I as the DM will just let you know. If you're doing big, energy breath beams,
Probably don't want to destroy that ship.
It will also damage the ship. Because this is a giant flying airship. And you can damage it. It does
Someone
have
might
health
not be
per
happy.
floor.
I mean,
yeah,
I got you. But a line is a line. And I think I could place the line in such a way that I wouldn't touch any of the walls.
Would you be touching the floor?
Nope.
Yeah, well.
What is it?
It's
a
a pyro-
pyroclastic dragon.
It shoots lava,
right?
doesn't it?
It's like lava breath, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be lava.
I thought it was a line.
Well, yeah,
it would
even
still be a line
Does
of
that
lava.
not fall to the fucking ground?
It doesn't.
I thought it
Are
was
you
more
telling me
like
that it just
ectoplasm or
fucking
something like that.
evaporates after it hits the enemies?
Sounds like fire.
I'm just letting you know that and also superheating the air inside of an airplane, probably also not great.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
that's a
Then
good
you just
idea.
blast out the windows.
It's a
No big deal.
disintegrating line, so I don't think that's lava.
Oh, it's a disintegrating.
Like it just acts like the spell disintegrate.
No, it's a death save.
But how long is
It has
the...
two types of weapon: a superheaded ash, which is sonic and force, or a disintegrating line. Creatures in the line take damage or crumble to ash. So yeah, it's pretty much the same as just disintegrate, but a breath attack.
Neat.
But how long is the line? It doesn't end.
It depends on his age, what age of dragon he
Age
is.
is juvenile.
It's a line attack.
I still don't have a great resource for like I think I found it. It's on True
Dragon's
Dragon
page.
Yeah.
Yep. It would be on the True Dragon page, and it would just have that there. Should be a nice convenient chart there somewhere for it.
Because that's based on size, not age, actually. If I remember correctly.
Yes, dragon size, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, bad news. 80 feet. Actually, I think I might be fine.
Yeah. No, because if you hit the wall.
Well,
it's not 80 feet long. Wait, it is almost.
This is 80 feet long.
Yeah.
You have to just be really careful not to hit any of the walls.
I know. I'm not gonna hit any walls.
Also, the office below you is gonna be like, "Hey, stop disintegrating the floor. Thanks."
Yeah, asshole.
Because a line is always 5 feet high and 5 feet wide. So that's,
is it a death effect or is it damage?
You go back to pyroclastic.
It says crumble to ash.
If it's a save or die, it would be an instant death effect, which is is a death effect.
Instant death effects are rough.
Yeah, it's a save or nothing happens is what that is. It's like if you save, nothing happens. If you fail, you die. So it's an instant death effect. So things that are immune to death effects would not be affected by that at all.
But it is a death effect. Sorry. Okay.
Yes, it is a death effect.
Got you. Okay.
Okay. Is everybody ready? Everybody rolled?
Yep. I think everything's in order. You just need to spawn those cards.
You just need the cards?
Yep. Kylon. And Pe. Kylon/Pe. Whichever one you want.
Kylon and Pe are have backed away to get out of the way because this is not a good scene for them.
Right.
The moment that you notice them, Kylon literally just picked up Pe and started running the other way with him. He knows the bad stuff is gonna happen, and Pe is got nowhere to hide in these empty hallways.
Okay, so first of all, can I just say, if we do catch these guys, kill or no, it's pretty baller that our first fucking few hours here we catch Republic spies.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good at PR.
That looks good.
Good looks.
Yeah.
How do you, I know how to do this. Disconnect it and then tell it to play. Oh, okay, now. How do you get rid of the queue?
Maybe question mark clear?
Yes, that's
I tried that.
Can you just make it leave and come back?
I tried that. That was the first thing I did. Oh.
The
stop has worked. Alright.
Yeah.
Nice.
Skip 22. Classic.
Yeah. Okay. What's the matter, Andy?
Oh.
Well, then we'll just have to get food tomorrow.
Food?
We'll have to go out and eat or something.
You'll just starve.
I love food.
Yeah. Home Depot, yeah. All right.
Are you getting food at Home Depot?
Well, we're not getting food at Home Depot.
Oh,
we're
no,
going
get
out
the
to
hot
go
dogs,
to Home Depot.
dude. No, that's
Home Depot.
Wait, that's Sam's Club.
No, yeah.
That's literally
That's
any
Costco.
other store.
No.
That's Costco,
Sam's
Sam's
has
Club.
pizza.
IKEA as well.
IKEA.
Like I said, any other store. Okay. Gregorius, you're starting first.
Cool. Yeah. we still can't use magic here, right?
You can use magic, but it has a 100% chance of wild magic.
Give it a shot.
No, I am actually a responsible butler.
Magic items still work if you have those. Those are fine. Those aren't affected by wild magic.
Yes,
so
let me just pull up my.
Or your wands or.
No, let me just pull up my fucking bell of chiming. that would totally
maybe.
help in this situation.
While your carriage, run them over.
I have to summon the carriage.
All right.
That would be pretty funny, is to run these things over with an ethereal carriage.
You don't have a lot going on. You could just take the risk of wilding. I'm sure there's no big
I
risk.
feel like that is a terrible idea, but I would totally do that. But Gregorius wouldn't. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll use one of my innate spells to try and cast Fireball.
Alright, roll D100 and see what happens, because it goes wild.
Yep, immediately.
Because remember, your spell may still go off. We'll see how it goes.
Nope. That's a 24.
The spell effects are random target or area, so what does the spell do?
It is Fireball, so...
You're casting Fireball. Alright, specs a random target or area the DM should choose.
You're casting no. You're casting Fireball on the inside of this ship.
To generate direction on the player's hand. Oh, okay.
There's a glass wall, Brits.
I feel like there's enough room like right here to do it without affecting the wall.
Look, you're in the correct circumstances. You are right. Unfortunately, it went wild.
Yeah. Oh well.
I would pick a safer spell.
Can I change my spell count?
Nope, it's already gone off.
Too late.
Yep.
And you chose the spell, and that's just how it works. Sometimes things go bad, and it wouldn't have been bad if it didn't been a random target, but it is a random target. So I had to pull up the player's handbook because it tells me to go to the grenades-like weapons diagram on page 138, which I must admit I have never consulted before. 138. That doesn't look like there's a grenade-like actions on page 138. Alright, maybe it's not in the digital version, but maybe let me check my physical copy, which is different because it's a different...
Also, it makes sense for Gregorius to use that because that's like one of his go-to spells. I literally sacrificed an entire spell slot so I can cast them 3 times a day innately.
Players and... Alright. Sounds like my brother just got home from work as well. Alright, let's see. Page 138. Aha! It is in this one. Oh boy. Okay, so... it just had... Okay, so where were you casting it? What was the spot you were casting it originally?
Originally, I was gonna cast it like right around here because if I measured out before and it had just enough.
Yeah, because it would be 15 on either side, right? Because it's a 30-foot diameter. How big is it?
I think it was like I thought it was a 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius? Okay, so it would have been right here. Okay, that's fine. We can work with this. It's easy.
Yeah.
All right, let me just right here. All right, Brits, go ahead and roll me a D8.
D8.
It just moves. It just moves.
That will be. Oh, that was not a D8. That was a D10. My bad. I misjudged the shape.
It moves up.
Fine. Go. Yeah.
That's a 6.
6. Okay. All right. So now, what is it? A close, medium, or long range spell?
Let's see here. Fireball is. I think it would be considered long because that's 120 feet.
It should say.
Range is long. Oh, it's 400 feet. Shit.
So yeah, that's fine.
That's really
long
bad,
range.
actually.
So roll me 3d6, and we multiply the result by 80 feet for long range spells.
A random spot gets bombed. This is why wizards shouldn't exist.
Thankfully, Thankfully, it's still in
it is
sight
not
line.
it is not the
surely.
wizard's fault that this stupid fucking
It's
tower
the
is
wizard's
causing my fucking
fault for
spells to
casting fireball
Yeah,
in the middle of
Five,
the total
5, so
chaos.
16. Let's see, 16. 16
That was a bad-
times.
Look, I am an old
80.
man. I got surprised. My first instinct is to throw fireball.
1,280 feet, and you are. Let me just look where you are in the tower. I know where you are, looking at the model. So let me see. Oh,
Surely
You
it
guys are-
follows line of sight. Surely.
that's not what it says.
Clueless.
Let me. So if I pull this up and make this a little bit bigger, I can kind of give you guys an idea of where it is. So you guys are currently at like this like little corner here, like in this sort of area, like right here. Down here you can see like this like little line, one of these little lines. That's where you're at. So 1,300 feet is actually, I think, outside, like the other side of the building. There's just like over here, out on the other side of these windows, people just see whoom, a fireball go off, and nothing else happens.
I really hope I
fireball is
didn't with
consumed.
that.
Nope, you didn't. It thankfully you rolled very high on your roll, so it kind of just goes out the other side of the structure.
Oh my god.
Well, that was unfortunate.
Well, you didn't see anything. For you, the spell was just sort of consumed.
Right. Well,
Anything else?
I quite literally don't think I have anything else. The only thing else I could do is pull out my rapier, which
All right.
it's just a rapier.
All right. You draw your sword and prepare for combat. Sally.
Sally first catch Schism.
Yep. Is it brain time?
1, and second brain is casting vision. And then my turn's over.
Okay, wait, wait.
Pot of greed.
I just want to add an
play pot
addendum
of greed.
to that real
Yeah.
quick. Fireball has spell resistance.
Oh yeah.
L.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Big L.
They would have been immune to it.
All right. So
The
Chris, they're
golems would have
golems?
been immune to the fireball you cast.
So right before
Oh.
combat started, I explained to everyone that golems are immune to have magic immunity to anything that has spell resistance. So if your thing says it has, spell resistance, if it doesn't say like spell resistance, no, then it won't work on these guys.
Yeah, that's a big Bands of Iron moment.
Actually, I want to do one more thing.
Okay.
So, I am gonna my immediate action cast damp power.
Okay.
And that's if any and I'm gonna use it so it augments the whole area around.
I don't know what damp power does.
Damp power means okay. When you manifest this power, you are protected from vagrants of destructive energy directed against all variable numeric effects of the next power, spell, psi-like ability, spell-like ability. The effects for the end of the next turn is decreased to its minimum possible.
Okay. So you basically you're depowering everybody else's abilities if they would hit you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm doing that I'm spending extra points, so it's an area around.
Okay, so basically any magical effects that hit you or anyone around you. What's the range on that?
Doesn't say what the range is. Let me find the book.
It says range personal.
Person.
Oh, personal. Okay. Oh, but
Yeah,
if
but
you
that's 'cause you're
augment
using it on
it, it's
yourself,
not
yeah.
personal. Okay. Complete psionic.
You is minimized for all creatures designate within its area, not say what all. It just says that. It doesn't say. It doesn't give a range.
They probably say it in Skullpine.
Well, you figured that out, and we'll move on. Yeah, I don't know what the range is. Well, it doesn't say. Like, I'm like even looking at a forum post in 2009, and people are like a little confused.
It doesn't say the range either in the book. So I mean, I guess like close, whatever, or like 10 feet or 30 feet.
I would just let's go with 10 feet. Anything within 10 feet, because that's still pretty strong.
Yeah.
And also to let you know, if something is like maximized, that no longer is considered to have like a random thing, so it would just be the max. But I don't know these guys are cast, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
So Sally takes. All right. Well, my turn. As Infiltration Squad A. Okay. Rushed up. They're actually not dead. They're only. But. All right. I'll just start taking swings now. What's your AC, Duncan?
22.
All right. That guy hit. Is 14 negative damage. And you feel like as it hits you that there's something wrong with this attack, with the wound it leaves on you.
Oh, that's concerning.
All right, that guy. One of them's taking a little swing at our little will-o-wisp friend. I don't know what your AC is. That
37.
But that's a nat 20.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that hits.
How much would your AC?
My AC is 37.
Okay, it would actually.
Sorry, I didn't catch the last bit. It would what?
Oh, don't worry. I was just like, I would have reduced the damage a little bit if it didn't beat your AC, but it did manage to beat your AC with net. How much? When I rolled a 12 plus 7, so that's 9 times 2. So that's 38 negative damage. And you also feel that this wound that it leaves upon you, little Vlad.
24 AC.
24. Okay. I don't get 2. I only got the 10. I don't know. I didn't roll the second one. That hits.
All right.
Uh, 8, 15 negative damage.
All right.
You also feel the weird, unfortunate thing. Who else is flying? Zooming out too far. Gregorius.
Oh, my AC is 16.
I rolled second one. Oh, well. They'll hit.
Ah!
A. $14, 21 negative damage.
Oh.
And then one is taking a swing at Agnes.
So this deals negative damage?
Yes.
Can I pretend to be hurt by this?
Make a deception check.
You got it.
It would probably also hit.
That's
Roll
28.
Roll. What is it?
Oh.
So you pretend to be hurt, but it also sees that it doesn't leave any wound on you.
No, it's just
it's confused by that. So yeah, it hits you. You do the pain, but then also there's no wound, which for it is a really big, huge sign. Specifically because of what its weapon does. That it's really hard for me to. It's really hard for me to say that it doesn't know, because its whole thing is called cursed wounds. And so if you don't have a wound, it couldn't possibly have hurt you.
Okay.
So
I had to give it a shot. I had to give it a shot.
I'm gonna say he's confused and doesn't fully understand what's happening.
It seemed like this person was hurt, but they couldn't have been hurt.
Yeah. I felt it not working. Alright, yeah, that's their turn. Alright, Vlad, it's your turn.
I will spend this turn starting to summon something.
Okay. Vlad begins summoning. Vlad, I need you to roll a D100 for me as you are casting a spell.
It is through my binder ability.
Oh, okay, it's binder. Okay, that's different. Alright, so you're doing... which means it's now the other squad time.
Oh no.
With their cover blown.
Hey, get the fuck back here.
Alright. Monsoon.
Okay. Well,
I'll get you a score.
We gotta split up and fucking beat him up. That's all that can be done. We can't let him run away.
This seems a little larger than large.
No, that's...
Yes.
Hard to be like that.
Okay. I think I am going to... Standard action to breathe, right?
Yes.
Should I mass snake swiftness or should I breathe? What does the team think?
You're gonna try to breathe on gold?
Is snake swiftness one attack?
Yeah, it's one attack.
You should do that.
It doesn't benefit me that much.
Do it.
But
everyone gets one attack. It would be everyone right now. You think that's better than the fucking breathe and potentially kill probably what? I think at most it could kill 7.
Are you doing it like a code attack?
Look, you knew you, man.
I mean, if you think
no,
you
that
can kill him,
would be like 7. I mean, this is a little dubious. So that's a little dubious for these two.
Your
I
beam
think
is
one
only
of the two,
5 feet wide, so it can only hit one. Like, if it's in a line, it would like you'd have to. You wanted to hit like.
I mean,
hit like 6 at most.
I think I could hit 6. Yeah, 7 was a bit. Hitting both these would be really hard. Yeah, they're too far apart.
Yeah.
That said, I don't know how I'm gonna adjust this line in such a way that I don't hit Duncan if I go for these
There's,
two.
There's no way to not hit. Like
that said, I
one
could
of your
take
teammates unless you shoot it this way.
Can I take like a sub 5 foot step? I guess like a.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can wiggle around all you want.
Like a 2 foot step.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Because when you're casting your thing, I recommend hard to blast any amount of these guys out.
Yeah, let me just double check this isn't fucking rolling something. Okay, that looks fine. I think it should be okay.
Yeah, that'd be you'd hit like 5 guys there, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's roll for it. Okay, this is a assume to even do the thing. I think this is a DC 19, and it's mine. Sorry, I was on push to talk. It was just getting me. Let's see. Oh, it's will save. Okay, okay. We're good. So it's the one. It is. Saves. There we go. My will is a 15, so I need a 3 or lower. Fails. Ooh, too close. Let's see. Okay, they all need to make fort saves. The 6 of them are in there.
As this is a death effect, they are immune to it.
No, it's okay. I'll just turn into another form next round.
The big thing with golems is that they just have a fuck ton of immunities. That's like what makes them hard. Is that they just have immunities and like DR.
What?
No, that's fair.
Yeah, death effects.
This is why Perfect Spell was a golem.
He wasn't. He was never a golem.
He was a perfect Warforged, Andy.
Perfect Spell would probably consider that a slur.
How dare you call me a
Not
golem?
a fucking golem!
How dare you compare me to a...
Not even a Warforged. He's a Master Forged.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just the same thing, but with racial superiority mixed in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
It's. I think it's a homebrew version of like the Warforged. Yeah. It's just like
it's supposed to be a robot made by wizards.
In any case,
I think that's the
I'm
lore
done with
behind
my
it.
turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I am going to pass because I don't think I can do anything else.
All right, it's Duncan's turn.
Dunk him.
Firstly, look at the wound that's on my. What? So you're saying it's leaving like a black mark?
Yes.
Oh,
it's like black.
Did I recover health?
No.
Ooh. Okay.
So let me just read this to you, so you can get an idea of what this is. Because this is actually a mechanic I don't think I've used before, which is Cursed Wounds. This damage does not heal naturally, resists healing spells, and does not come back from any other source until like a certain check is made that I can't reveal to you. These are just bad.
Okay. That's gonna really hurt the whole HP regen tank kind of thing.
Also, and the monsters these are on, it would have been that this is like one of like the example monster they used would be really, really rude to the level of players that they expect to use that against.
Shadows.
It's like a CR4 creature that I find. Yeah, essentially it's like the shadows, but this is uncurable cursed wounds.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. Well, first things first, my friends are in danger. You said this is 10 feet tall, right?
Yeah, the room is 10 feet tall.
So that can fit a large creature.
Yep.
Cool.
You'll just, be like you're terribly brushing the ceiling, essentially.
I become large, and so does the telephone pole. As I also activate Holy Reach as my swift action.
How long is your lance now?
Again,
you're gonna have to just stab with that thing. That's it.
Yeah, no.
No swinging.
A lance is typically about 15 feet tall.
15 feet? Okay.
I mean, from my understanding, that's like a normal-sized lance, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah, I'm just like in this confined space. It's just even funnier if you have to like consider waving your lance around. There we go.
Yeah.
Because like this is what you've got right now.
Yeah, the cleave's just gonna go this way. What's the issue?
Like smacking him with the side of it. You can't even like pull it back far enough because of the wall to like stab. You're just like whack, whack.
I'm gonna be honest, the lance is not a whole lot in the calculation here. I could just be punching them with my fist if need be.
Yeah. No, I just think it's
Jesus.
funny. Just this image of you like golf swinging against guys with a stick.
Yeah. But I'll go against you know, the closest one here.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
guy.
this guy in the front. All right.
The guy that stabbed me.
Yeah.
And you know what? We might as well give it a shot, just so we learn the mechanics of it. I'm gonna use Rallying Strike. So essentially, if I hit this attack, and what alignment is this? Is it lawful good?
It is lawful neutral.
Alright, it differs from mine, so I am able to do this. It just needs to not be my alignment. So yeah, if I hit this attack, I'll attempt to heal some people. But yeah, let's do the roll. Cool, that's a 26.
We're about to learn if a maneuver is a spell.
26. 26 does not hit.
Ooh.
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 Interesting.
Big whiff.
Scary.
Alright, that's my turn.
We've met our match.
These guys are wearing armor.
They're AC.
They're medium creatures in armor. Oh no.
That's unfortunate. I'll just stop putting 18 into my power attack.
Yeah,
It kind of makes sense that they sent these powerful beings into this place because they'd have to be strong.
They have to be strong. They have to not be using magic, but they can use magic items.
But also, if Allard just gets one of these guys, she's gonna dissect them. But in a magical item way.
Yeah.
They're magic items, so it's okay.
Anything else, Duncan?
No, that was my
Alright, Agnes. Alright, Agnes, I know you're gonna have like 30 attacks, so their AC is 30. So it's just, you know.
I'm in a bit of a bind here, because normally I charge.
Yeah.
I could chase down this lone group here. What do you guys think?
You should.
Do I bite the bullet? I mean, even if he hits me with an attack of opportunity, he won't deal any damage right now to me.
Charge is good, because then I can see them.
Assuming
I gotta hit them too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see the guys in that hallway too. That's right. Okay, Andy, I'm gonna charge into this group here, Group C. I want you to snipe Group B. Although I will say, if any of your things have power resistance or spell resistance, we might be kind of fucked.
It's okay. I have energy barrage, which is like mini explosions.
Does that not get
no
spell
energy
resistant?
No spell resistance.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
it doesn't create any air pressure.
Yeah.
Are you sure that we have to do this to him, Andy? He's your husband. Don't you love him?
It's okay. I'll just maximize it with the low level, not like put all my points into it for the first round.
How generous of you.
I think
Alright.
the hatred for the Republic far outweighs anything else.
That's true. I hate the Republic. That's correct. I'm gonna charge into Group C here. Sorry. I swear to God, I should have pre-rolled these. But every time,
I'll
their
roll my
AC's
attack
30.
of opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 30. Alright.
That'll hit.
I'll
still
start
confused.
rolling. I don't have to make 30 attacks, though, because I'm not in Dragon Mode. I only have 2 of them. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Whoever's playing this Tetris game needs to fucking uninstall.
What?
Saber doesn't like the woobly hallways.
Okay,
Woobly
one
woo
misses.
One misses.
One crit. I'll start out with all the ones that.
Yeah, you just roll and then let me know.
Yeah.
Well, actually, also to let
Sorry,
you know, they do
I got-
have DR10 adamantium.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
the
is
golems,
important.
and they are.
I will
That
let
is
you know.
important.
Yeah, so I'll just let you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. So I always forget that. I don't really use the immune to crits thing very often because I don't think it's super fun.
Oh yeah. Okay. If they're immune to crits, that makes it easier.
I know.
To be honest.
Truth be told, I don't want them to be immune to crit. I don't ever do that with any of the creatures that have immunity to crits because I think crits should be special. I usually just give them like a little bit more health or something instead of that function, and I just don't treat it as if they have immunity to crits. That's lame. I think I don't. As someone who likes to play crit build, I think it's lame when things just are immune to your entire function.
Oh, I was looking it up. Apparently, on average, lances were 9.8 feet long. Or 3
Jesus.
Damn, I'm getting. What the fuck was that? You guys seeing this?
No, I'm not tabbed.
Look at those D4 rolls. 4, 4, 4, 4.
Jesus, yeah, you're getting the good damage.
Oh my god. Okay, there it is. That's more normal. Okay, this is the last. If this is accurate, I don't have the crazy reach Duncan does. So if I stopped here, this guy's dead after 3.
Okay.
After DR, it's 23, 23, 50.
Yeah, he would be dead. All right. Well, actually, I can't just remove. Yes.
I
yeah,
can't
he
reach
falls
anymore,
over.
so my path of devastation ends.
Make a spot check for me, Alice, as you slice that man down.
I will use my special thing to take 10 on this, because I can do it even in combat with this ability.
Okay.
To get a 37.
You notice that as you slice this thing into like 3 separate pieces, that inside of this thing, it is just the inside of it is sort of trimmed in a sort of spiraling pattern down each of the limbs and inside the chest with hundreds of little tiny golden beads.
Bees?
And beads.
Oh, thank God. Thank fuck.
Golden beads. And as the pieces hit the ground, you notice a bunch of them start blinking.
Oh no, grenades.
They really filled with fireball.
May have filled them with a bunch of little fire. Who knows?
Fuck.
All right, Republic C. Yeah,
dude.
they immediately just turn and start running. They can run quite a distance. They're just gonna do the full run. So 120. Oh, I should get 150. 150. Yep, that's the farthest one.
Okay, what can I do about this? How long do you think I have until this blows up, guys? How
Probably
fast
about
are these
time.
blinking?
I
just cut into beads of fireball.
Well,
for sure,
I haven't.
Right?
Yes, it is 100%. As a dragon, you've seen a lot of magical treasures. Yeah, these are like
The classic. These are the classic.
Yeah. You've never seen so many in one spot before. The amount, like, you're realizing that these things that you're fighting are probably some of the most expensive magical items you've ever seen.
It's that dragon sense. It's that dragon
Yeah.
sense. You could smell the wealth.
Yeah. like just looking at these, each one of these probably costs 300,000 or 400,000 gold to make.
If we got an anti-magic zone on this, we could harvest it.
But it's if you let me just roll. Let me roll real quick. See, I can tell you how many rounds you got because I was gonna roll it on my end. But since you asked, it looks like you've got 4 rounds till that one just goes nuclear.
I have an idea.
You can
And
communicate.
I'll save
to
it
me.
for my turn. Although I will turn
No,
to
oh
my
my
party.
god!
I
Houston
will
has an
turn to my
anti-magic
party
Yeah, I
and
do.
yell to them. These things are filled to the brim with beads of fireball, but maybe we can steal them.
How?
But wouldn't the
Turn them
anti-magic
off.
cone just destroy them completely?
No.
I'm pretty sure it just stops magical items from working while they're in the field.
Okay, so I want to give you one more thing to point out as the DM.
Okay.
You notice that on its chest it has a glowing red orb that all of these little strands seem to be connected to. That, as you think about, you're like, oh, maybe there isn't a way to turn these off because of what they're connected to.
Then I still have an idea.
They can definitely be. You can move these guys. You can put them in a bag of holding. You can do something, but there is no. There's no stopping. Yeah, they've done everything in their power to make sure that these are not being removed. Those little beads aren't drawing from the ambient air around for a dead magic zone to stop them. They're wired up to go boom. Because they're all connected to major fire elemental orbs.
Oh, I don't think I can explode a fire elemental.
I want that orb.
You can't. Andy, you could break one, but then that would also be bad.
It's a fucking nuke, dude.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
These are like literally fire elementals that are just set to explode on detonation, and then they pulse out, and their magic sets off all.
Dude, they were gonna try and blow up a major part of Barathon.
Yeah, no,
This is a huge plot.
These are the blue shells. That's why they also have the blue and white design. Count. Stop.
They might be labeled in my note as blue shells. And that's why they're wearing blue shelled armor?
Yeah, I know. I hate this.
Okay, is it Gregarious' turn then?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
They have dark magic blades. Their orbs are made of fire. Guys. Take the blade, shove it into their orb. It will negate the fire.
Is the blade
how that
as
works?
strong as the orb?
Is that how
They need
that
to
works?
be equivalent forces, or the darkness needs to be stronger than the fire to snuff it out.
Surely.
Well, you can figure that one out.
Can't I just plane shift them all?
You could certainly plane shift them, yes.
Andy, don't waste your turn on that. I already have an idea.
Okay.
Oh, although
if
if you want to plane shift the ones that are alive, I'm down for that too.
No, I was gonna kill them.
Yeah, kill them. I'll get them out of here. You worry about killing them.
Yeah, though I can't see the other ones, but I can see these fuckers, so trust me, they will die. One round.
You think I could just use sheer force of will to take over one of those orbs?
Unlikely.
No.
Just try and eat it
massively
with the
unlikely.
Dawnfather's orb.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just what if I touch the 2 orbs?
Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. But put the Dawnfather's orb in the fire orb?
The other way around, but yes.
Oh boy, I sure do like.
Well, the
nuclear
Dawnfather's orb is
explosions.
the only one that can go in other things.
But yeah, would form radiance. My favorite of the elemental, quasi-elemental plane. With just radiation.
That's fucking horrifying, dude.
Well, it's your turn, Gregorius.
Okay, this is my turn.
no, the spear.
So I did some math, and I realized I am wasting my time with this rapier, so I'm just going to put it away. And you said magic items work normally here, right?
That is correct.
All right. Then Gregorius is going to just do that cool, like, rip his jacket off thing and roll up his sleeves as he's going to fight these things with his fists.
Alrighty.
And he's going to go into a rage.
All right.
What?
Yep.
Yep. Sir Duncan, please do not look over here. I must be a little savage right now.
Is Gregorius a barbarian?
Gregorius is like every class, Andy. There's a reason why he's good at a lot of little things, but not exceptional at anything. And that's why he's a good butler.
One hell of a butler.
Oh, he's one hell of a butler, Andy.
So let's see here. With that, I should have enough to where this doesn't hurt too bad. Let's roll it. Nat 20. Okay, then. We're doing
Holy
this.
shit.
If only I could actually do a lot of damage.
I just want to see Gregorius cave this robot's skull
Oh, wait.
in.
I hit that twice.
Choose the first one.
So it's just the first one. So
Yeah.
that'd be a 14. Just 14. Because if I
14,
go into
that
range,
beats its DR. So yeah.
Cool.
So 14, which is 14 damage.
Yep.
All right. So there you go. Yeah. You just whack punch it right in its like little shining light face.
Sweet.
Anything else?
I have one more attack I can do. So let's
Do
go.
that. Throw another punch.
Wow, that is a 23? 22.
22 does not.
Unfortunate. Oh well.
Yeah, the nat 20 hits, but they have 30 AC. So you punch it in the face, but this time you kind of like hurt your knuckle a little bit.
Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, even when I'm raging, I still have a +0 to damage and +0 to hits.
Oof. And now it's Sally's turn.
Okay. One of the brains.
Fuck him up.
Well, I mean, the front one is casting one of them.
Yep.
And then the rest of the three are casting energy barrage. Maximize, and each energy barrage creates 3 10-foot explosions. Using sonic damage. It doesn't create any air pressure.
Yeah, I know. You explained it.
There's a reflex save of 22 for all 9 of those.
All right.
And I'm just gonna have like the first 5 hit.
Let me go ahead and roll those reflex saves. Because that's.
You know what? Honestly, I hope they're good at this. I'm kind of.
They're not gonna be that good. I'm just gonna roll all 9. They have a +12.
Yeah.
I think that was 9. It was 9. Perfect.
There's some good rolls in there.
Oh no, there's not.
Perfectly average roll.
That is.
None of them were
God.
above average.
Andy, what's the difficulty?
Oh man.
22.
Oh, okay.
Reflex.
So 1,
Actually,
2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of them do succeed, despite. Okay,
that's not bad.
They have the perfect reflex to just roll average on this, thankfully. So 4 of those succeed. For you.
Each, they have a 10-foot radius, so
Yeah.
I think it'll.
So does nothing happen if they succeed the save, or does it have
They
to?
take half.
That's what I figured. Let's decide your 5 half damages
Okay.
first.
The 5 half damage, it's 36 for normal, so.
18. Okay,
18.
so 18 for half, which comes out to like that's 90 damage. So you can kill one of them with your half damages.
Okay, I'll kill the one.
So the farthest one, so one of the front.
I'll hit. Because it's a 10-foot.
Because it's a 10-foot square, it would kill 3 of them. Yeah, I
I'll
see
hit
that.
those three. Yeah.
Boom, boom. Even with her, the ones that succeed. All right. So now you have 4 more missiles.
Yeah, and they each do.
They each do 36, which annihilates those. So yeah, that group is just blasted into pieces all down the hallway. There's just all their pieces scatter, and there's just hundreds of little pieces of golems scattered across this hallway. Yeah, exactly.
No. They're
as
scattered.
Sally, it's a sonic explosion. It's an explosion. She literally just boom popped.
That makes things a little harder.
It doesn't create any air pressure.
Yeah, but it's still an explosion that's
Not to
hurting
mention
them.
they were still running away, so they fall apart and like shatter out.
Yeah, exactly. They just like hit the ground. So just imagine it's like, you know, when in a movie how people always imagine their ball bearings hitting the ground. That's what's just happened, except for it's beads of fireball.
Yeah. Okay. And the balls.
And they're just
so they were just moving down the
just
hallway.
rolling.
So
you see little gold beads rolling into the ventilation and into like the little the heating ducts and just all over the side of this thing.
Okay. But they're each attached to a little elemental.
They were, but now they're scattered, and there is like a larger chest piece front that has the orb, and some attached to that. But it looks like those strands got like, some of them got broken apart. Like the parts that were in the limbs got blown off, and those have scattered. But the big center chest one, they're still like all kind of there. Tipper's doing a really good rendition of it. You can see.
Yeah. I should have cast Force Stream before I did this, so that I could go back and undo it.
You've stopped them and you've disconnected a lot of the beads from the chest, but you can now see the floor blinking with all like it looks like a bunch of little fireflies are all over the floor.
Wait, to be honest, this entire section is just kind of fucked.
And explode them, right?
Well, there's a lot of them that are going to explode.
Well, I could just break them apart if I hit them again.
You could, but then they're still going. Even the ones that are broken apart are still going to explode. They're just no longer connected to the prime elemental orb. So, for example, if Houston came and looked down this hallway, any of them that weren't connected to the orbs would be nullified with the beholder eye. Okay. But the ones that are connected to the orbs would still be active.
So if we got rid of the bodies, and then
or
had
just
look
cut
down
the
hall,
orb from the
nullify all the
strands.
explosions.
Yeah, if you cut the orbs from the strands.
I'll put down 5 little orbs over here. She annihilated 5 little dudes.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll just mention that it's probably gonna be pretty hard to, if I go down, I go down.
Here, I'll remove my white one. Oh, you got it. Okay, gotcha.
Don't worry. If you start taking big damage, a backpack can jump to you and...
Anything else for Sally?
No, that was it.
That's
that was
Sally's
all her moves.
Okay, well, good. Alright, it's my turn. These two are backed off. They're not here. So this guy, still confused about what was going to happen. He's like, fine, well, what's going on? Time to stab this guy instead. And it is just going to hit Gregorius twice.
Uh-oh.
Because they haven't moved now, so they can... what's your AC, Gregorius?
16.
Oh, well, yeah, he'll hit both. Alright, let me just down to... Okay, so that's 9 and 5... 6... 12... 28 negative damage.
Ah!
And then the other guy is gonna stab Gregorius. The dude you just punched in the face. He hits both times. 2, 1, 2. Oh, those are 8. Oh my god.
I feel like I'm about to die.
They're hitting they're hitting you pretty hard. So that's... God, I rolled very high on that. 123. So that's like 44 negative damage. And then this one's gonna stab Vlad.
Ooh.
What's your AC, Vlad?
24.
24? They both hit. First attack is wow. Still good bonus. Uh, 30 negative damage in total.
Okay.
And then the next one is gonna stab the pyroclastic dragon. Let's see about that.
Ooh, I gotta check my AC.
So he got a 42 and a 37.
Both of those hit. I have 44 health, by the way.
Well,
not for long.
The first one was a crit, so. So 9 plus 7 times so that's 15 times 2, 30 plus 30 plus 16, 46 negative
46.
damage.
I am at -2.
Uh-oh.
That's all curse damage. Is he dead?
No, he's not. No, he's not dead. The wounds are cursed and can be healed, but they require checks when you're healing because they're cursed. It basically. So the way I'll explain this so there's no confusion. Sorry, I scrolled away from it because I was looking at the other thing. Character attempting to cast healing spell on a creature damaged by creature must succeed on a DC blank caster level check, or the spell has no effect on the injured creature. So you can be healed, but you have to a level check based on the creator of the golem.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a gander here for $400,000 golems pop. Might not have a great cast level.
They have a pretty decent caster level check, I think. So.
Damn. Next time you should borrow one of the backpacks.
I think whichever Republic Artificer made that is gonna wind up with 2 bullet holes in their head.
Who's this Make-A-Mark?
Only make off
that piece
and
of
then
shit.
I'll get the 2.
The Baron of this place we're in might have 2 guns.
31 and 30. No, wait, 41 and 30. Sorry. I don't know what
Count.
your AC
I
is,
have
it's large
22
Duncan.
AC. Just hit me.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know. There's a very wildly shifting ACs in this party.
Who has good AC?
Houston.
Oh, that's fair.
And then, the range is from 16 to 30 something. I gotta ask everybody.
Actually.
Yeah.
The lower range is even lower.
Yeah, Agnes is sitting at
here.
a 4 sometimes.
It's 11.
23 plus 12 is 35 negative on Duncan. And now it's Vlad's turn. Vlad, what are you summoning in?
That's a spicy meatball.
Alright. This is something I've never heard of.
God.
Called like a Lescalor? Lescalor?
Oh, God, Puppet. You are really pulling the obscure ones, aren't you?
What the fuck are you talking about, Jesse?
Lescalor?
The 3-headed.
It's
Magical
a
beast.
think of a sphinx, but with still having its cat head. It's like a 3-headed winged tiger creature.
Maybe you can eat the orbs.
It's from Book of Exalted Deed.
Can you get it to eat the orbs?
Maybe.
So, just lower its mouth.
Hi, can you commit suicide for me on an elemental level?
It's a summon.
Yeah, but they're still not gonna That's like being all right, Angel, I need you to go into the depths of hell and fight Satan for me. He's summoned, but he still is able to go. Hold up.
That, though. You're an angel.
Yeah, but you see what happened to all the other angels who did that? They kind of turned into shit.
They just weren't built different.
Asmodeus started as an angel.
But what about a Solar, though?
I thought Asmodeus started out as a big snake.
Listen, we know that, but they think.
Alright.
Is it? I assume it's a large creature.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. There's your big cat.
That's a cool fucking cat.
Because I would want to put it like on this side of them.
Sure. Yeah.
And then my turn. I gotta find. Okay. Range touch attack. Does this have, does all that you can see have any... It doesn't say that it has any spell resistance.
Then it doesn't have spell resistance.
Okay.
There is no spell resistance to that, because you're not casting anything on them. You're kind of just laser.
It's like how sunlight can hurt you, but that's not magical. I guess.
Yeah.
16 plus... oh yeah, that hit.
So, now, I have to ask, right? It does positive damage, correct? Or, like, what is it type of damage? Because I don't remember off the top of my head.
So it takes 1d8 points of damage per 2 binder levels.
Then if it doesn't have a type, then it's just true damage. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so then he doesn't, then nothing happens.
True damage.
Well, I mean, he is, what he's channeling there, you understand why.
Now wait a second. I have an idea. I have a thought. I think if you hit them with positive energy, the clock starts ticking.
Well, that's 46 damage.
46? Alright, on this one right here?
Yeah.
The one that's hurt?
The one that keeps beating up, or the...
Oh, the one that's hitting Vlad? Okay, 46
Yeah.
on that. We'll put it at 44. Alright, there you go.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Infiltration B. Well, Infiltration B doesn't
Take that
exist
timer
anymore.
down.
So let me just... I got a roll. See how many turns left.
Oh boy.
Alright. Let me just mark that on this, because, so...
And our ticket is down. There's gonna be a boom, but I might be able to help make it a smaller boom.
I'm gonna be
that's
honest.
the best I can do.
I think we're gonna have some explosions.
Are you gonna
anyway.
energy barrage it with ice, Andy?
No. If you throw me at them, then I could eat all the elemental cores and plane shift to the plane of shadow and then dismiss my vision. And so all the elemental cores will be in there.
How fast can you eat every orb on the floor? They're all over the place.
She just wants to eat the 5 prime.
I can
I
eat the
already
5 prime.
I don't even need you don't even have to do that. I know how to do that easily.
Okay. But that was my idea. And I'm a mimic. If I just fall on things, if you roll me, then I would roll up because I'm sticky. And you would roll me up with all the ones in the way. And then I could get rid of them.
Like Katamari?
Yeah!
Exactly.
Oh, that's right, you're sticky.
Yeah, she's a mimic, yeah.
That's not a bad idea. We gotta get rid of these
Can you change your
beads.
form at any time, Andy?
I mean, I'm a mimic, yeah.
Then I would also say you could probably just turn yourself into something more ergonomical
can be
for rolling,
bigger.
like a log.
Yeah, and Andy can also be like a large
Or like
creature,
a
I think.
carpet.
We have to stop him!
Yeah, she could actually just turn into a big sheet of fly paper.
Yeah.
Throw something!
Kid, I might hit Jack.
Throw me.
Alright, this is gonna work. This plan's gonna work.
That's a great
Okay,
idea.
so the ones in the ones this room goes off on round 3.
Okay.
So
That's next round, isn't it?
Oh no, sorry.
Round 4.
Well, I forgot to move this. So both of them are going off on round 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we have some wiggle room.
Yeah. I think I can get all of them over here.
I'm just like separating these.
Oh boy, death save time?
Oh boy.
Okay, so yeah, Monsoon. Yeah, death save for me.
Prage, 1. 18. Pass.
All right, that's a success. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. First, let me draw my last pathetic card. Huh. Alright. I'm gonna be honest here, Chief. This is not the optimal play, but I kind of want to do it.
Okay.
You said all of these on this side were windows, right? So I marked them
That
as
is
windows,
correct.
right?
That is correct. That
I'm
entire
a
side
large
is windows.
creature with like 34 Can
Yes.
I just grab the core of this first one and just linebacker charge all of them through the window?
I will allow you to make that charge attack, yes. I will let you
Are you
just
gonna
grab
shatter
that
the
guy
window?
and just dive out the window with them.
That's...
It's a pretty far fall.
That is a far fall.
I hope you have a way to fly. Maybe a token of feather fall.
It's a very
You know,
far
I
fall,
see
actually.
something that could maybe help with the fall.
Oh no, don't you worry. Do you know that ring I bought in session 1 because I was concerned about falling off buildings?
Yeah.
I still have that. It's still on my ring. It's never been used.
Well, this looks like an opportunity. Okay, so yeah, these. So you want to grab this guy and then like just run straight through these,
grab
right?
grab
That's
this
the
guy,
goal.
spin him around, and just charge forward, pushing all of them out.
All right, make me a single melee attack to grab the first guy.
Considering this doesn't, I mean, it has some power behind it. Let's not be crazy here. It has power behind it, so I'll put the power attack.
Whatever
modifier.
you want to do.
Yeah,
that's up
this
to
is
you.
like a 40, like a 43.
Yeah. A 43? Okay,
Yeah.
so you definitely grab that guy. All right, now compared to your 43, I'm going to make reflex saves for them.
Okay.
Now they have a plus 12, which means they need nat 20.
Yeah.
So you know, who knows? All right, let's see for the 3, because the guy you grab doesn't get the save. Nope. All right. Now, okay. So the window has 50 health per. It's got 50 health essentially. It's like inch thick glass.
Do you want me to roll damage?
Yeah. Roll me a charge attack damage, and we'll like see if how much breaks essentially, because like you may just like smash them into a pile against it, but not fully manage to break through.
Yeah.
But it would definitely progress that way. Basically, this thing the window just has like 50 health.
All right. Yeah, that's a fuck. That's not good. That's 46.
46. I'll give it to you with 46. 46 is close enough that you don't break the window, like the sheet of window. You just knock it out of its like the fucking bolts that we're holding. You just rip it out. And you are now just plummeting with these 4 golems and this sheet of glass underneath you, like a little platform.
Is it one sheet or is it like
It's like a one big 10-foot by 10-foot pane of glass that he's just knocked out of its like little spot.
What's the air pressure in here now that that's
it's
been
actually
knocked
really cold out there.
Yes, it's unbelievably cold out there, and the temperature difference. And the pressure difference, as he basically just ripped the side of an airplane off. Everybody that is in let me see. Oh yeah, you know what's perfect is you're actually on like the exact square for this. Let me see, everybody that's in this red section. So Gregorius, Vlad, and Monsoon.
They're gonna get sucked out, dude.
I need you to make me a reflex save. Yep.
I fail that,
20.
right?
Yes, you would fail that, but you are also like, if one of your friends makes the save, I'll let them make a check to try and save you.
What was the DC?
Right, like DC 20 reflex.
And so does the other Golden Squad member, right?
Yes, he will also have to Although, actually, the guy that's closer, I'm going to give him disadvantage because he's closest, so he'd get the initial.
Ooh.
Alright, so this is a
I
plus 19 for me.
Yeah, the other guy gets sucked out. So all the golems have
28.
been evacuated out the window. 28?
Mhm.
28 passes.
Can I try and grab him as he flies out?
Yes. Okay. So, did Vlad pass, or has Vlad passed? Or Vlad did not pass. Vlad, you are sucked out the window and are currently free falling. All right, Gregorius. You can choose to try and grab one of the two people flying by you. Vlad is going by, but he's conscious, and Monsoon's going by, and he's not conscious.
Didn't Vlad also summon this thing that looks like it can fly?
Vlad has also summoned the giant flying tiger, yeah.
Oh,
so I feel good about him. I'm going to try and catch Monsoon.
Okay. DC 20 again, just the same check to grab your buddy.
Come
and then we'll
on.
make a strength check to see if you hold on.
That's
so you grabbed him.
Yep.
All right, now I need you to make me a DC 15 strength check just to like be able to hold him as the
I have
air hold grab. Yeah.
This is unfortunate because I have a +0 to this.
Well,
you're a butler. You're not supposed to be lifting people out of windows usually.
That's a 9. It's a no.
So you grab him and you hold on as best as you can, but Gregorius just doesn't have the upper body strength to hold this. But you managed to stop him from flying entirely out the window. You're currently like holding on to the, like, you've got your body up against the other pane with like one arm holding on Monsoon as he's like flapping in the wind out the window. So he's not falling, but he's still like outside the building, just like flapping around.
This is not good for my back.
Yeah, and that's Duncan's turn.
Oh,
as
yeah.
Duncan.
Well, what Duncan's then going to do is
activate your ring, I assume, or
immediate
something.
action. Yeah, cast Featherfall on the. How far
Probably
is the
just
drop?
want to do it on. The drop is 3,000 plus.
Dude, they ain't gonna survive that. They're gonna explode.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate Featherfall now because I think I can activate it at will.
Yes.
And it's not gonna like expire before I get down.
No, you'll be fine. Because also you also saw the giant flying tiger creature that Vlad summoned, and can assume that you'll
hopefully
get picked
it can
up,
fly
especially
down.
as you see Vlad fly past you, heading straight down.
With Featherfall, I can actually. Wait, let me check if the Ring of Featherfall is only self-only, or if it's actually like Featherfall.
Oh my god. That would be hilarious if you could just cast it on everybody.
Well, Featherfall as a spell actually casts on everyone. Yeah, exact.
Oh, well, the Ring of Feather Falling. Okay, it says this ring is crafted. It acts exactly like Featherfall spell, activated immediately if the wearer falls more than 5 feet.
Yeah. So and Featherfall essentially is one medium or smaller creature per level.
2 of which are no more. Yeah, you could put it right onto Vlad. So you and Vlad are now gently descending out the window.
Yeah, as we just watch these, $2 million worth of machinery just start falling.
Plummet into the abyss, yeah.
That takes care of that.
Yeah. So now you just, have to wait. Okay, so that's your turn. Agnes, it's your turn.
Agnes, get me here. If you get me here, I can take all of these away.
So, also don't forget that this group's over here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that group is over there. But honestly, I gotta be frank with you. There's only so much we can do.
Well,
you could throw a Sally at this pile and then run off that way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna yeet a Sally over there.
Alright, front pack Sally has been yeeted to the pile of stuff.
To try, and I'm going to direct...
I'll get a Sally over here.
I'm going to direct 2 of my shadow followers to trail her.
Okay.
Because they can use plane shift to and from the plane of shadow.
I don't need to get back.
This is the fake Sally brain. She can just send that there and then dismiss it.
You can eat all of them?
Yeah.
She's gonna try.
Okay, so if I can move this round and then the next round before they explode, then I can get all of them on this side. I'm pretty sure.
Then.
Yeah, she just needs to turn into a log.
Doable. Then two of them. I won't have them. I won't have them follow.
Okay.
Although I will have one. I'll have two of them go, so that they can bring this body to the plane of shadow and back.
Yeah.
And then come back.
Wait, would you consider me changing form to be a move action?
It is. Well, it depends, right? Let me look at the thing real quick. It depends on.
I mean, because I might need a shadow guy.
You might need a shadow guy to push
shape is an extraordinary ability. It doesn't say what it is.
Okay.
But it's listed like a combat action.
Yeah, it was
under combat.
It would be an action. It would not be movement. It would just be action.
Okay.
So you could still move.
I would need a shadow guy to push me down the hallway.
Because she does have a 10-foot movement speed.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll give her two. I'll give her two to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like, I can only move 10 feet. I was gonna become a rug, but I can't far
That
enough.
leaves me with, let's see, how many little shadow gremlins do I have left now? I used 2. Okay, so that's gonna be Sitley and Polo on the big duty of rolling this fucking mimic around. Katamari Damacy style. I've still got some left. I'm gonna send 2 more to take care of this guy, to and from the plane of shadow. They're going to the plane of shadow, and then the other one's gonna bring the 2 of them back. And yeah, I'm gonna run after these. I'm gonna chase after these clowns. I can't get very far, but I guess, yeah, I should try and get Sally line of sight, right?
That line is the farthest point that you can get that there are beads.
Oh, but I can cover that on my own, because I can turn to 20 by 75 foot centimeter carpet.
What?
I can take up 150 cubic feet, and if I'm like
oh
a
my
centimeter
god,
tall, then I can do 20 by 75 feet.
So you literally become a carpet and you unroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
She's literally just gonna like.
So they just have to unroll you.
Yeah, they just do the first push as Sally rolls out.
Yeah.
This is probably the most creative use of a mimic I've seen.
I got nothing. That does.
And you have even used a carpet.
I have used the carpet mimic. That was the first mimic I used on you as a carpet mimic. So this has gone full circle back onto me.
Yeah.
And it follows the rules too, which is the part that hurts me the most. This.
Damn.
Yeah, that feels bad, man. All right, Agnes, you move. Do anything else?
And I had my followers send off that guy to the fucking shadow realm.
All right.
Yeah, I just moved as far as I could to try and give Sally a line of sight, which I think they did. Kind of. She can see it a little bit. She can see it a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a glimpse of them, which is all this fucking crazy ass backpack need. Just a whiff of an enemy and she'll destroy them.
Okay, well, it's their turn, and they're still gonna keep moving. 150. There we go.
Those guys are like, these guys are fucking crazy, dude. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
We have to complete some of the mission.
If we get a clean sweep, how fucked up would that be?
And it's Gregorius's turn.
Republic blows 4 million gold only to get nuked.
Alright, Gregorius, you're holding on to Monsoon. If you want to try and pull him in through the window, I'll need another strength check. Otherwise, you can just spend your whole turn just making sure he doesn't fall, which I won't make you roll a check for.
All right, I want to try and pull him in.
All right, same thing. DC 15 strength check to pull him in.
All right, 15. You
pull Monsoon in around the corner of the window. He's no longer in danger from falling. You're both just kind of pressed up against the glass with the wind blowing by your face.
Not today, Monsoon.
All right. And now it's Sally's turn.
As Houston is still unconscious and dying.
I imagine he's like holding him like he's his own son about to find his dad.
All right, Sally.
So
this Sally unfurls and encompasses the entire floor. So everything besides the few beads that went down into the ventilation are now entrapped in the carpet that is Sally.
Yeah.
As she unfurls, rolling across, using her glue ability for the first time in forever, snatching up everything.
Yeah. And then Renee's gonna plane shift the plane of
And the
shadows.
carpet plane shifts away with all the bombs of the plane of
And
shadows.
Holy
She's
shit!
gonna
Actual
dispel the
MVP
vision.
play.
Yep, and she's now dispelled. All the bombs are gone, except for the ones that went into the vents.
Yeah.
And now the Shadow Rock has bombs.
Let me
Oh,
see
no.
how far away. I can't see these guys anymore. Oh, I can kind of.
You can see. Okay, see if there's a wall here because this is
I
no
don't,
longer the glass side.
I don't think we have
You
line
guys-
of sight
Yeah.
anymore.
You don't have line of sight to them.
They
not at the
moved
moment.
really far.
You could
I'm
hold
gonna
your
have to really-
action until Agnes moves
Yeah.
Yeah.
to
because
unleash your attacks.
I'm gonna turn into
I'll
a
hold my
dragon and
action.
I'm gonna start schmoving.
Yeah, Sally begins charging her missiles, waiting for the first line of sight to appear, since she's insane. The A doesn't exist anymore. They're all falling to their deaths. Those of you who are outside actually see the golems that are there standing on the glass, look up and then just self-detonate. Boom, 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 as fireballs just encompass the air 100, 200 feet beneath you. And they are no more.
What a way to go out.
And now it's your turn, Vlad.
Well, I get the summon to come pick us up.
Yeah, alright. Your cat flies out the window and goes to grab you. And you and Duncan are no longer falling. This really, at this point, is just a
chase.
Agnes and Sally chasing these, because I don't think you guys can really, you're not, there's not, you were going to have one of your shadow people grab this thing and teleport away with it or something, right, Alice?
Yep. Just teleporting in, and then, so I'm sending two, right? One teleports in, the other teleports them back out.
Gotcha. Alright, so yeah, they teleport in.
So they
take
can
the
get out
bomb,
safely
teleport out.
before the shit explodes.
Yeah. And then it would be Monsoon, make a saving throw for me.
Okay, one success, one fail.
Next turn will be the bombs at this point. Duncan, you're just riding up.
Yep.
Agnes.
Oh,
Unless there's something else you want to do.
I'll try to use a lay on hands.
All right. Make
one
me
on myself,
caster.
one on Vlad.
Make me the caster spell check.
Give me a second to figure out what lay on hands does for a man who's renounced cast. Oh no, it actually says it right there. Found and cast level.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking dog water.
Yeah,
Fucking
it will
sick.
be. It's
Alright, first one's me, second one's Vlad. Alright, Vlad's is 23.
Nothing happens.
Alright.
Yeah, unfortunately, you feel your magic go in,
Even
but
with the
nothing
Godfather?
happens. Yep.
L.
The curse, whatever that curse that's on that wound is, pretty strong compared to your spellcasting ability.
Now, I know
Right,
that those beads of fireball were worth a few $100,000. But what the
Yeah.
fuck is this cursed shit? These guys have got to cost like $1 million gold each.
I think this was their plan to stop the
The big law?
yeah.
Or maybe they're just one piece.
I wouldn't be
The
shocked.
One Piece.
Well, the thing
fair
is,
point.
now they'll be on high alert, so hopefully the others will be found.
All right, Agnes, what are you gonna do?
I am going to turn into a dragon and start moving.
All right.
So let me just get everything up to scale here. I do believe she has a clear line of sight to the
Yeah.
target.
Yeah. All right, Sally. Your missiles go off.
I have a range of 280 feet.
How many missiles?
6.
6. So even if they pass, they're all dead. Yeah. Because at
Now,
minimum,
how are we
they
gonna-
do 60 and then 40. So
Okay.
at minimum, they do like 108 or 112, somewhere around that ballpark. Yeah, Sally. And again, their pieces just like spray everywhere.
Can we do another vacuum job, Andy?
Yeah, we can.
You had an extra round last time, right? Like, I can just send you with a shadow companion to get you back.
I'm gonna roll for how many rounds they.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Because if it's only one round, that means they would go off. Yeah, in the next turn. Nope, you've got 2 turns. So
saved by the bell.
All right. So now we'll just do between bombs and them. So you got rid of the other bombs. So now we move forward a turn to round 4. So now it's a bomb squad. Alongside this side, just all down the side of the ship where these ducts run to, provide heating and keep the glass from frosting over and all that stuff. Just dun, 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 dun. You just see these explosions looking like like explosive shots are hitting the side of this structure, and you just hear this groan as the building, as like a bunch of metal shifts and things on the inside break, and the whole ship kind of wiggles a little bit and goes off balance for a second. And there's just this huge scorch mark and holes going down all this side of just this glass-paned building. And you just hear, "Ah!" as you see like a bunch of satyrs get sucked out one of the windows.
Oh, unfortunate.
All in all, this is not as bad as it could have been.
They're doing way worse.
Do those look like satyrs that we know?
Make a spot check.
Oh,
I
man.
have fucking -1 of this.
Vlad is welcome to make one as well, because he's also outside. And also, his cat wouldn't know what they look like, so.
Yeah, but I mean, we should probably rescue anybody that falls off.
You should save every single person, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to save them no matter what, but that's a 13.
Right.
Okay, you can't tell from this distance, but you move to swoop in and save the satyrs. It's 2 unrelated satyrs. To Peh, at least as far as you know, he didn't introduce them to you, but also it's Peh, he could also have a whole second family he's not telling you about. Who knows?
Maybe these are his cousins.
Yeah, exactly. So you save those 2, and you notice immediately on that level, whereas on your level nothing happened when the glass pane got knocked out. On that level, the one just beneath you guys, these big metal sheets slam down over where the glass broke, and like close it off. But it only happens on that level, because the level below that also has some missing glass, and you just see like people holding on to the stuff, but nobody gets sucked out.
So glad I took to fly.
All right,
So there's
now it's
obviously
Agnes.
a high security laboratory.
Let me just mark the sort of area that is full of beads for you.
Okay. Yeah, so I am not needed really here. So I'm just gonna move to get Sally to where she needs to.
This area is a little bit less convenient for Sally since it's a corner.
Yeah, as long as she can move throughout it within a turn.
Yeah. Yes. So like, if you like help
Just
her, like you
move it.
drag her along.
Yeah, I have the movement for it if she can turn into something in time for it.
Now the problem is that this Sally is not expendable.
Yeah, but I can teleport her back.
Yeah, but the beads don't just stop sticking to her.
Yeah.
Well, with mimics, you can just unstick it. Mimics can choose to unstick it.
Can they?
At any time, they
Yeah,
can just choose to let it go.
Adhesive at will.
Yeah, well, the substance breaks down after. Yeah, it does say that. All right, yeah, nope. You scoop up the ones that didn't go down into there, teleport them in, drop them, teleport out, come back. Boom, 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 boom. Those go off on that part as well. Some more random Fae get sucked out a window. The level below you closes big metal shutters. The level below that has some more poor Fae getting sucked out a window. You see their cafeteria trays flying off into the distance as Vlad and Duncan kind of swoop around and just snatch Faye out of the air. Duncan, being so large, he's kind of able just to drag his stick along and just like grab the lance, just holding it out to them to grab and then pulling them in, just fishing Faye out of the sky.
Yeah, we got a distance to fall.
Yeah, and if
What
I
about the
couldn't
temperature?
get that one back, I could
It
have made a
is
vision again.
it is technically still warm enough for you at the moment because the air that's in
What
the
about
ship
the people
is
that are outside?
it's not great for them at the moment. But also they'll be fine for just a minute or so. Yeah.
So long as I'm not dying.
Duncan and Vlad are not going to be
and that cold damage I can heal.
Yeah, let me just pull it up real quick so I can give you the idea of how much, because you're going to be out there for at least 6 or 7 rounds grabbing random Fae that are falling if you're staying out to save them all. We get the unnatural. It is definitely unnatural cold. I think I put that in.
I'm very glad that we are still inside Monsoon.
Yeah. Unearthly cold. Let's see. Okay, so each round of unearthly cold is 3d10 cold damage.
Ooh.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, I thought it would be bad.
As it
That's
is
why I mentioned
negative 80. So it's like, yeah, very bad.
Like, I think some of these satyrs might die. Or
I think
they're
huddled
knocked.
I think Fae have cold resist though.
Some of these Fae are not affected by the cold. Others seem to have
passing
elemental protection stuff going on. Seeing as a lot of them work in this environment.
How many are falling out?
Worker safety?
2 of the satyrs, and then 4 of the other Fae, like the Virago women, which they are unaffected by the cold.
Is it because they're cold, or they have like?
They're ice elementals.
They're ice women.
Essentially. Yeah, they're literally spirits of the. They're literally Fae of cold. That's like their whole thing. But they're like snuggling up to Duncan, and Vlad, and the 2.
I don't think that helps.
It does not. But,
I'm pretty sure they produce cold just by being near them.
I was like,
but they're less cold.
Use the people that are immune to cold.
It's warm in comparison. 32 degrees is still warmer in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
like
fair.
they produce an area of cold around them that is several layers warmer than the unearthly cold. So I'll actually reduce it down from to 1 level below that, which is only 2d10 of cold per round. And I said you were outside for what, 5-6 rounds? So I'll just roll for like 4 rounds because you get a little bit of a break.
Hold on, is it still like unnaturally cold, or is it like the one down of cold?
It's just the one down, which is extreme cold.
Oh, I don't think.
It's negative 50 at the moment, Puppet. So if you have something
I don't think I have the thing. I don't think I have the thing for extreme cold. I don't think the.
Oh yeah. Oh, the boots.
No, I have the Vest of Endure Elements.
Oh. Let's see, I don't know what
I
that
think
does.
negative 50 is the cutoff, actually. For Endure Element.
It is. Conditions between minus 50 and 140.
So, yeah, it would be just a little bit too cold for this, essentially.
Okay.
No. Yeah. No, 150 is the max, right? So that would be, this would be within that range. because -50 is the max. So yeah, you're fine, Vlad, with the Endure Elements vest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just barely. Do you have that as well, Duncan?
Yeah.
Then you're fine. Then you're both fine. By the them body blocking, it keeps it just one step lower, which stops you from having to worry about the cold damage.
Cool.
New vest of Endure Elements would be amazing for this trip.
It did just save you like probably 40 or 50 damage. All right, yeah, that's combat. That's it.
How bad would that have been if we hadn't sucked up the orbs?
Should I finish death
Pretty bad.
saves, or does someone have a spell?
You
for
still
me?
have to finish death. You still have to finish death saves because
I-
they're outside
my-
for several rounds. Because they're outside for like another 4 rounds.
Well,
And
does
my
the
heals-
glory-
I mean, I have a heal.
Well,
I have a heal spell. I could try it.
I have
they still-
healing. I
Okay,
have healing,
so-
but the problem is I'm raging, and even if I end it, I don't think I can heal the negative damage you took.
So also, we have to remember that we just skipped a bunch of turns where he would have been rolling
Yeah,
death saves.
yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
everything you
for
guys
sure,
were
yeah,
doing was already happening. So
That's true.
so basically he
Yeah, I
has
think
to
he only
he has
rolled
like
2.
4 or 5 turns, yeah,
Yeah.
of rolling to do. So you can go ahead and we'll just roll until we see what
We're
happens.
looking for a nat 20.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh wait, I can just revive him if he dies too. Because he's so wild.
Alright.
It honestly
Okay,
might be
one
second
success,
failure.
2 fails. 2 success, 2
2
fails.
success, 2
Really
fails.
gain 5
Angel.
in this.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh,
3
it's down to
successes.
the
Stabilize.
That was pretty close.
Stabilize at 0.
Oh, thank God.
So he's not dying. He's stabilized.
But he's cursed at 0, right?
He's cursed at 0.
Oh.
He's bedridden until we can cure him.
Yeah, you're benched for a while, buddy.
I mean, also look where you are and what you just did. You might be able to get help.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could probably get some
I-
medical treatment on this.
The amount of damage you guys just minimized happening through the sheer shenanigery of Mimic Carpet is
Look, dude,
indescribable.
I just hope they have cameras, because we just pulled off some crazy shit, and I want that shit to be clipped.
Wait, wasn't Pet also here? Like, he ran away or something?
Pet did just witness this happen, by the way.
Oh, yeah. So did all of the Fae you just snatched out of from fall.
Yeah, what are they going to be like? No, they didn't do that shit. Are you crazy? That was someone else.
You know, you were planning for this whole ship to blow up, right?
There was gonna have a lot of damage, but you literally minimized how much damage it could do. Now, as you're all getting back into the ship and gathering yourselves, you look back out the window and you look across at all the other baronies and just start seeing boom, 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 explosions in all their windows and on their vessels.
I cannot describe to you how furious Allard's gonna be. She might just burn
about to
Republic to the
nuke him.
ground.
You know, I'm kind of upset because I saw you looking really sad when the carpet came out, and I'm like, no, there will be no big explosions, and then you fucking blow up all the other towers!
Listen, they're not falling, but they're like everything
gotta
else is on
imagine
fire.
This is the kind of thing where Allard calls up Erida, and she's like, listen, I'll make you an item, but I need you to do something for me.
And as these explosions and fire are going on, you start hearing these as airships just start popping in.
Oh, fuck.
Through little rips in the sky.
So Allard's
And that's
gonna
where we'll
ask
leave it.
Erida to invade the Republic? Is that
No,
what's happening?
I think we're about to see
It's not an
Bahoon fucking
invasion.
show up.
It's takeover? Kill the Republic, Alard?
Can you at least
Burn
show
it
what
to the
airships
ground.
are popping out?
No,
Yeah, sure, let me
no.
get some airships.
Erida doesn't believe in using eruption to destroy civilizations again. I think
Oh,
she learned her
stop.
lesson. I did mention that she's not gonna do it again.
Huff some
Just,
copium.
So you're right, Tipper, in that it is 100% the forces of Bahoom.
Holy shit. Imagine the shit that needs to go down to get Bahoom, a lawful good
Not these ones.
dragon-ruled republic, and the fucking hoodlums of their fucking republic there. Oh, I mean the
Wait.
and then the
If
Are we on
Hoodlums
the
of
opposite
Republic.
side of Bahoom right now?
Yeah,
Arda
Bahoom just
can't
fucking showed
invade
up.
Bahoom, Alice.
Guys, we might have to fight Bahoom.
Wait, are they friends of the Republic?
No.
Wait. Are we
Why'd
going
they
back
show
to
up?
the desert? Just don't.
Well,
campaign for?
as far as you knew, they weren't on friendly terms with the Republic, but
Ooh.
Keyword
could
that.
be up.
Keyword that we don't know if they are on.
They are
friendly terms.
allies?
They might be when they don't listen, the enemy of my enemy.
Yeah, because you have to realize Bahoom benefits greatly from an unbalanced power because Bahamut is the most powerful god in this sense.
Yeah. And this is literally them being like, the gods no longer should define our fate. And fighting, like, literally, like, this is literally a rebellion against the god, like...
They chose today to invade?
You know what, honestly? I think our whole party might be all about rebellions against the gods.
Yeah, honestly?
Duncan doesn't respect the gods, Agnes doesn't respect the gods.
I think
Vlad worships a dead god. Sally's a backpack.
Oh, by the way, I was thinking, since she's a backpack, can she also be a bag of holding? And
No.
just like, okay, can I...
What if I
You
feed
could
her a
eat-
bag of holding?
Yes, if you feed Sally a bag of holding, I would allow Sally to work as a bag of holding.
Okay.
But by default, you are not a bag of holding.
If we feed her bag-type items, can she have, like, different compartments?
I will allow her to have one bag type items effect. So if you give her like a handy haversack or something, you know.
We gotta think about this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
a type
exactly
5 bag. Just that's the best bag
just
of holding.
depend, yeah, whatever you pick one bag, and if she eats it, then she
What
can
about
have
a
it.
portable hole?
No, it's not a bag.
That's a dangerous precedent to set.
Yeah.
Okay. I just...
What
when
if
I
you
was
eat the
doing
bag
that-
of holding and then eat the portable hole?
Then you're going to explode.
Nice.
That's how you. That's how
explodes.
Sally does an explosion kamikaze death.
Now, what if Sally B does it?
Then then you
Okay,
have to
then I
offend
can't
Sally
like-
B both, because Sally B doesn't get the effects of.
Well, if one
Also,
of them
Bahoom's
dies
upgraded their
completely, then I
ships,
take
damn.
negative levels.
Well.
Bahoom's about to lose a few ships.
Now the
I'm going
question
to
is,
spawn
who
more
the fuck
late.
is on
Yeah.
Draken's side on this one?
Allard.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. I don't know who
that's
else.
That's a lot more ships.
I think
Yeah,
we
I
got
just
this.
have to do them kind of slowly because they're
I
like
believe in
pretty
Allard.
big.
I don't know. No one else having magic power but Lajra kind of sounds good for Erida.
Well, it wouldn't be just Erida.
She's saying that in this situation she could see Allard call Erida up for assistance.
Yeah, and then be...
I mean, it's a thing of like, oh, you'll be the strongest one in your dominion.
Yeah.
But also, it
Pretty
is
good
like,
for Erida.
I'd
It is like a
like to
little
see
bit
the phone
anti-use
call
attack.
on that one.
Also, Satesh is all for the little chaoses of it. So
Okay,
yeah, remember Satesh also does not care about having he doesn't want to rule the pantheons. He just wants to be the most influential over the mortals in their cultures. If you haven't noticed.
He sees all the mortals as watching daytime soap opera.
That's why he's cultivated 5 or 6 different cultures that all worship him in entirely different
Did
ways.
Bahoom bring an equal force?
Yeah.
This is about to be one of the bloodiest wars.
Yeah,
the
no,
world
that's
has
what I'm
seen.
saying. Allard is Allard, but Allard is just one person.
Yeah, we really
With
gave it a
1,000 or
time.
so magic items.
Yeah, I don't think you have magic items that cut beams
They
through
pressed
ships.
the big law button now, or we're fucked. Is what happening.
Well, the thing to remember is each one of these little Knights Towers is also a little Allard-made warship.
Mhm.
So they're not
Now,
entirely defenseless.
No,
but it is also
they're
it's an
smaller,
equal
though.
fight. Yes, much smaller. This is a equal, if not in the favor of Bahoom fight.
Yeah. But we turned it from a very bad situation because it would have been Allard's barony that was bombed.
Yes.
Which is, I assume,
I
the
gotta
most
imagine
advanced
Allard's
of the lot.
capital ship is probably gonna be the biggest player on the field.
That's why there were so many sent to deal with Allard's ship. And it just... You rolled well, and Duncan did, like, probably one of the few things, like, actively, physically going to interact with them. Like, if you sat there and stared at them, they would have just literally sat still and behaved like nothing was going on until you got bored and left. Like, even if you noticed them and tried to talk to them, they would have just sat still. And just been like, we're not, like, would not have interacted in any way.
But you shoulder
I do want to say, Duncan has no magic capabilities other than to heal, like, lay on hands, and has still held his own on this front by dealing with like a third of them.
Yeah,
by just gorilla ape throwing them out of a window.
That was the best. I was sitting there going, "Yep, this looks like this will hurt a lot of them. They might down most of them." And then you were like, "But what if I just charge them out the window?" And I'm like,
You dropped the window there, and you warned us if we break the window, something bad's gonna happen. The windows are breakable.
Yeah, and you did it, and it worked in your advantage because you purposefully did it.
So I guess the question is, what can we do to swing this into Baron Thumb's favor? Can we do anything at all?
I think what might happen is we might be sent onto one of the raid-in parties that go towards the one of the capital ships.
Dude, I never once thought that we would end up fighting.
Cal was like, I didn't think of that.
I didn't.
No, that's fine by me. I just gotta get there. Capital ship.
Oh, what if we have to fight Umbra? What if we have to face off?
So we meet again, friend.
And Umbra's like, I never thought we would see each other.
Umbra's like, I don't even know what the plan is anymore, Arimon. We're lost in the sauce, man.
Arimon's just sitting there eating popcorn in the void, watching all of this.
Just like, ha!
Ooh. Big centerpiece.
There's the big one. Yeah, that's the one that they've seen.
They do have
over
bigger
the
ships,
years.
though. This is a bit of a problem.
Well, yeah, this has been their thing since forever. It's always been that they are like the masters
How pissed must they
of
be
airships.
that Allard just showed up?
Oh, yeah, well, they're not a big fan, especially since you're doing it different than them.
Tradition.
They built ships that fly. You built like a city that floats aggressively.
Aggressive floating.
Yeah.
I do think we did pretty well, though.
Oh yeah, we did
Yeah,
great.
we saved the capital ship. But
yep,
we still got a war to win.
We couldn't prevent the other explosions anyway.
No, there was nothing you could do about the other ones.
Yeah, no, we weren't on the other baronies.
Well,
we saved the most important one, probably.
We saved the most important one, and we had we stopped as much as we could.
Yeah, we saved the one we were on. That's the most important one.
I just want to see what Allard does here. What Allard will do once Bohum has pushed their luck.
And also, with again what the fuck Draken's gonna do in this situation?
He's locked up in his tower. I don't think Draken's even a player for this.
Oh, you think he's just preparing for the ritual?
That's what he's been doing. Yeah,
I think he isn't even focused on the outside world. Like, he's pouring all of his energy into making
nobody
sure this
is in contact with him. Not even not even Allard is able to communicate with him right now. He cut everything off as he's casting the spell. Like, that's what he's doing.
Casting time, 10 years.
Epic spells take that long to cast.
Mm-hmm.
One of the many reasons why he's a lich. He requires no rest, no sleep, no sustenance.
Mm-hmm.
He can go uninterrupted for decades at a time, casting a spell.
That's probably the big glowy effect if you think about it.
But yeah, that was session. You guys bodied those. Those were essentially just clay golems with one extra with just one extra resistance and one buff of DR.
Well, and the anti-healing blades, which essentially
No!
said
No, that's
What?
part of them. Yeah,
What?
Clay Golem.
holy
Yep.
shit.
Clay
Yeah,
Golem's scary, man.
Yep, I just did this. This was just a slight modification of a Clay Golem. They're CR10s. They travel solitary or in gangs, 2 to 4. They have it's called Cursed Wound. Here I'll share this. It's I saw this ability and just essentially built a monster that was slightly stronger than it. But yeah,
Damn.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I couldn't have healed anyone unless I crit on that.
yeah, it's pretty bad unless you have like a dedicated spell healer.
Although technically it's
Oh
not.
no, and Monsoon's
Technically-
out for the war right now.
Technically,
So I basically
Yeah.
I just gave the this thing's attacks to a slightly chunkier kind of golem.
I'm gonna
it's
be
not
honest.
like
I'm fairly
too
certain
much.
what's gonna happen is, some big ticket magic items are gonna be brought out to make sure that.
That's what I was gonna say. Is everybody can pick one major magical item.
Major magical item. What is
I
a
have no
major
clue
magical
about
item?
Let me find it for you
I
real
don't know
quick.
what the fuck pick.
I still haven't bought or done anything with
sorry, I
Sally.
believe-
Are we about
major-
to get equipped?
Yes. And I'm letting you pick because that's Allard would know best, and I do not.
Fair.
Allard's gonna be like, all right,
All right,
I
what I'm
need you to
hearing,
do me a solid.
what I'm hearing is that
Take
Dib's the
this
one
shit.
who has to choose.
I mean, I probably would know best. I'm a magic item maestro.
Wait, do we each get one? Or...
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Let me just go. I believe.
I've read about
Yeah,
a lot of magical items.
Major Wondrous. Forgive me, is what I meant to
Major
say.
wonder.
Yeah. Here you go. I can get you. This is the page which has not all the homebrew ones. You can see these go from anything from like Amulet of Mighty Fist
Oh, that's
+5. Mm-hmm. This is
That's
what you're getting
from the,
instead of a level up.
That's the 28,000 to 200,000 gold price range
Yep. Any one of the ones on that list that's on,
on
that
that
page.
list. Okay.
Yep, you can pick any one of them. Because, you might find an item that's worth a little bit less, that's more useful to you. Or vice versa.
The Star Mantle cloak's not on here. It's the
This
dissolve.
is like SRD items.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
why.
Yes.
Which is honestly a good way to keep this map.
One of the
Yeah.
reasons why I picked that. I mean, there's still some amazing things.
Oh yeah, like you can get the books that give you a +5
Yeah, no,
permanent to any style.
Yeah. If I get that for strength, I essentially just get +6 strength since I got here.
That's true. Berthold has given you 6 strength.
On top of the 30 something I had.
If you want, you any of the major wonders. Even though the other ones are cheaper and maybe but only one of the wonders. So that's what it's been given.
A Cupid
anything-
Gate could be pretty cool.
I
You have
choose
100 options on
Periaptive Wisdom, +6.
That's a good one.
Ooh, back up.
But yeah, just write it down on your sheets. Keep track of what you give yourself, because that's what basically next time when I'm like, hey, they hand you your magic item, that's when you get it. So yeah, have fun. That should be a fun reward.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
that's right.
Now the thing is, we will be having a little bit of an interlude before the next 3.5 section.
Oh yeah, because Albie's not here.
For the next few weeks, one-shots every week till Albie's gets back.
Hell yeah!
Where we're gonna do some random stuff. So last year we did mostly 5e1. Did we do mostly 5? We did something simple last time.
Yeah,
I think this
we did
time
5e or not a system.
I think this time we'll probably do either Pathfinder 2e or not a system, because 2e you can just go to that website and make a character really quickly.
Mhm.
And when I give you the prompts, it'll make it a lot easier for you to pick things. But I'll try and we're probably gonna do again, Tui, you're not a system, and I'll try and stick to just some like simple like. I think I'll try and make like the 1, 2, 3 cost action system for everybody, and just hand you like a little sheet that's like.
Can we do another dwarf day? Another Bloodlord Nordry Friday night.
Oh boy, yeah. I just have to. If anybody can like write down what they can remember from Bloodlord Nordry.
Didn't you make a channel?
I had notes. Yeah. So like
we have the one shot still. So that was Friday.
I think it was kind of like 5e, except. I
had you just the Dwarf Warrior sheet. That's right, and then you just
if you got hit without we also started out with like a demon or devil power.
That's right. We rolled for devils. Yeah,
and I had the Araignées
because I had the parry. I can already see how I already remember how it is. Yeah. All right. How about this? Next week we'll do Bloodlord. Do another Friday night with Bloodlord Nordry.
Yes.
So more Dwarf Warriors escaping hell.
Yay, Battle Royale!
That means I don't have to really prepare the system because we can still just use the same dwarf as last time, and then we'll just, again, on the day, roll some more random devils for everybody. Devils and demons, fight our way out of hell.
Devils and badasses.
I'll just build another little dungeon. Sunless Citadel worked last year, but I think I want something a little bit bigger this time. With more furniture, because it was really funny when you guys started smashing every piece of furniture.
As Modius'
they gave us loot, dude.
As Modius' castle.
So good.
I just remember constantly being on the run from a whole bunch of horrible things as a tiny little dwarf.
Actually, instead of I like that. Instead of Asmodeus, can we do small, medium, to largest house?
Oh,
we accidentally ended up some that.
Yes, we'll do.
So we have to trash his mansion.
Small, medium, or largest house. Yeah, which makes sense how you'll get all the crazy magical items.
Yeah.
And you know what? That'll be perfect, because let me just put...
bullying the shit out of small, medium, large.
Because what we'll do is this wondrous items... I'll just use this again for that, and we'll just roll on the what items you find in his house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Put this on Friday night, because that'll make it for me to remember next week. And there we go. Yeah, that's what we'll do next time. All right. And, this, so I don't have to do the ships again. Yeah. But yeah, that's what next week will be that. And yeah, so there won't be any new lore or anything. It'll just be dwarves ransacking a devil's house and adding lore that he is perturbed because dwarves have started showing up in his house now, which is not where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I love this continued thing of the dwarves ransacking hell and the devils being unable to do anything about it.
I mean, what can you do? When you kill them, they go back to hell. And eventually the shitty devils guarding them get bored, and then they slip out.
Yeah.
And they're all fucking crazy, so they keep fighting. They never give up.
Listen, the moment you give up is the moment that you're never escaping.
Yeah. Yeah, keep fighting.
They know they can escape, so they don't have to. They don't ever give up.
They know as long as they keep going at it, those devils will get sick of them and just let them out.
Yep. It's all about being persistent.
The devils die. The devils die if they die there. The dwarves don't.
Yeah, they just keep respawning.
This is what it's like for the mortals when we go to their house.
The Hellsingers just can't be killed. They're fucking scary. It's impossible to kill one.
Wait, doesn't that mean they're technically actually just immortal?
Yeah, but they're like in a curse to all existence.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
The thing is, eventually their mortal body does age, just really slowly. So eventually they'll just be like a geriatric skeleton that can't die.
That is fucking horrible. 980.
They have a special ritual to be able to kill them permanently, but it's
Oh, so they at a certain point they retire and just die, like they choose to die.
Yeah. Basically, when they give up, that's when they choose to die, and then there's a ritual that has to be done to like separate them, to like break them down, to then
separate the devil from the dwarf.
But it doesn't really like separate them. It sort of just kind of destroys them. So they don't.
It's like Dracula.
Yeah. So like, but it also just like their soul goes poof because they're just destroyed. But there's no
That's
afterlife.
fucked
It's
up.
just they fight till they.
That's the sacrifice you
damn.
make, I guess.
Yeah. That's why they don't just induct anyone willy nilly.
I know 3 talents who can actually.
Some of the
Counted
races
that
have them.
point.
It's more beneficial for them because they don't die of old age.
Yeah,
But
that's
for
true.
dwarves, it's not great.
Eloise was an elf.
Yeah, so she doesn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Okay,
still
well, I'm
kind of
gonna
rough to live
I've had a
forever.
long day.
Alright.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a nice
Good
night.
night.
Bye, buddy. Sleep well.
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh man, there's so many good items here.